o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
No. I got you. You guys hear me? I sound gravelly. Am I gravelly? No, you sound great.
How about now? Oh, my gosh. All right. Great start to the show. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. People keep messing with the microphones in here. I don't know if it's a test thing at night or if it's a cue situation talking. We had no remote broadcast yesterday, but now we're back. Everything's good. Sorry for that delay, that error. But we're good.
It's all right.
We're good now.
I was talking to Jake coming in real quick. Him and Josh were talking about baseball, which obviously had me riveted right away.
Repulsed, yeah.
To see what was going on there. They're talking MLB baseball. We would never talk about the Huskers like that. But we're talking about movies, and I go, there's a few baseball movies that I liked. I said, I love the one I said with where Kevin Costner was a minor league catcher. Yeah. And Jake says, oh, yeah, Raging Bull.
Which, okay, now let's get this corrected. I then said it was Bull Durham, yeah, so I had one.
You opened up with Raging Bull.
I know.
Robert De Niro.
What I said right away, I said, that's wrong. I said right away, nope, that's not it. And then I researched, Bull. It was Bull Durham. Yeah. I had one of the words right. It wasn't that. Trouble.
You have a baby coming.
I did,
yes,
but I
have incoming.
But you know what, Bill? I said right away, that's not right. Immediately said, nope, that's not it.
You did fix
Bull
it.
Durham, which I got.
Still came out, though.
I said Field of Dream was starting off, which was a Kevin Costner movie. That was fair. And then I said,
no, the one where he's the minor league catcher. You're like, oh, I know that one. Like, Raging Bull.
I said, no. He
was a boxer, too.
Hang on, that's not it. Yeah. Bull Durham. There we go. So Bill was very interested in our baseball conversation before the show.
You guys are having one.
Very into it.
You and Josh?
Yep. 3 undefeated teams left in MLB. Yes. Pirates, Tigers, and is that the Yankees anymore? What's the last one, Josh? Brewers. Milwaukee Brewers are undefeated. So 2 NL Central teams and 1 AL Central team undefeated.
Tigers. Pirates, Brewers.
That's right.
All traditional franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I like that.
Historically great.
I have some idle chit-chat.
What do you got there, Bill?
Well, I tell you what, there's nothing I enjoy more than small-town Nebraska. That is my wheelhouse. And so when I drove up to Brainerd to speak with the school there, with so nice of Mark to have me up there, but there was a couple things that came up.
What was the event again?
It was a teacher professional development day. Yes. As I told the teachers, if I doubled my ACT score, they still all beat me if I doubled mine. But anyway, it was a great event. But here's what 2 things happened with it. Driving around the small towns like I do. So I stopped in Dwight also.
Nice.
And drove through Dwight to check out the town. It was another incredible city, town.
That's on 66.
What's that? I don't know. Route 66? I don't think so. That goes to Arizona. I don't think that's it.
Still 66.
Anyway, it was great to be out there. But then I realized that in 1997, there was a social event after you went to cover the Macavickas. And you were attending a social event afterwards in Gresham. And Mark and you sat side by side and visited.
Who are you talking about?
What's that? Mark.
Are you talking general that you did it or I did it?
You did it.
Oh, I thought you were saying general
about you.
You did it.
I have no recollection of this.
Yes.
Really? Is that
Mark
true?
Sidlick. Yes.
Really?
And you sat and talked Husker football. Yeah. He was.
This is the 90s, you said?
In 1997.
1997.
That's very possible. It's very possible.
It's been a while.
Yeah, anyway, I have some, now it's starting to come back. I covered a game at Dwight.
No, it wasn't at Dwight. It was I'm not sure. It was a road game. It was not at East Butler.
It's very possible.
And so you were covering the Macavickas at the time.
Wow.
That's their story you were doing.
Oh.
And so and you were famous and everybody wanted to talk to you. I mean, when I was in East Butler yesterday, there was one topic of conversation. Steve Sipple. That was the topic of conversation. That's what it was. And then they sent something to us, Jake. We have gifts.
They got gifts.
We got some gifts over here.
There's a large for you two and an XL for me.
Let's show the camera here real quick.
We have a gift that was sent from East Butler.
Butler black shirts.
So here's the best about the black shirts. They got the black shirts
This
made,
is Bill's.
and they were and the football coach was also getting a good chuckle out of it. Was the one small error that they made? Shirt's supposed to be black.
It's maroon.
So and they said, they go, we can redo them. And I said, absolutely not.
No.
The maroon black shirt is worth way more than that.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for this.
So anyway,
Thank you
yes,
for thinking of us.
East Butler.
I like it.
The black
And
shirts and
also,
maroon.
When you walk into the school was probably built like, I don't know, in the 30s or 40s, and it's still just regal.
Is it?
And the old gym is still there. You walk like they used to play in. Oh God, it was a tremendous day.
Was this in the morning?
In the morning, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m.
So
10 a.m.
there was no school.
There was no school. School was out.
This is somewhat near your old
Professional
stomping
development day.
grounds. Except what, half hour from Columbus?
Yeah, not
Brainerd,
very
probably?
far. Not very far. There were several Columbus people in attendance.
You're kidding.
Yes, they were all discoverers too. They were all discoverers. Yes,
Your people.
Your
people.
Yeah.
So it was right en route to. But anyway, Dwight also was very appealing to me. I could live in Dwight.
Could you?
Yeah, I could live in Dwight.
Could
yes.
you?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mark.
What a day. That's a good day for you.
It is a great day. I just
10 o'clock speech.
I love going through small towns and just the people are great. So it was a tremendous day. So thank you very much to Brainerd East Butler.
How long did this event last? I'm fixated on time.
On time like that. Probably the whole thing from the time that I arrived till time I left, I was probably there for 3 hours.
Wow, jeez. All right.
Probably
Yeah,
3
that's
hours.
why I called. You didn't return the call. Called a couple times yesterday. No, nothing.
But I did
Crickets.
Hold it. I called first, and then I got this. I don't know where Sip was. If you're in the bathroom, I get he goes, hey, hang tight. I'm writing right now. And I don't know. I'm like, well, why are you whispering to me? He said it just like that. Hey, sit tight on that one. I'm writing right now. And I'm like, what is he doing?
Can you
in
give
the
us-
bathroom or what? Where are
Can
you
you give
at?
us the scoop on what happened
Yeah,
there,
where
Sip?
were you when I called you? Because I did call you back.
Hang tight.
That was kind of
Hang tight. I'm writing right now.
And I'm like, where is he? That he can't just be like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm good. I'm in an article right now. I'll catch up with you. Okay.
There's no reason for me to be quiet.
Hang tight right there. I'm in the middle of something. I'm writing.
Were you in a library
You
or
said it
something?
just
or
like
what?
that, didn't you? He did.
Where were
I
you?
don't know why
What
I
was
did that.
happening?
But I did have it. It did flow through my brain after I talked to you. I didn't need to talk like that.
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing?
I was just writing.
Yeah.
No, here's what happens if you must know. So they have practice availability. There's some guys, White and Knighton, Terrence Knighton, Tony White, and some players, and then we do a video at 1:30. So that's at 11:30. So I got to rush over to the. I go up to the press box.
Uh-huh.
I got to whip out an article before we do the video. I got to be at the video. I got to do the video at the post office.
The post office.
That's where stop
With the mail carriers.
That's where the offices are on the third floor. So I only have like a window of an hour. I got to get set up right in an hour and get out of there.
So that was in the window.
So I was
right
on
there.
a legit deadline. Yeah, I was in this.
I don't care about the deadline. I want to know what the voice. Why you had to talk like
I was
that?
nervous. I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous. I think.
What was your response to that, Bill? Did you say, okay, I'll call back?
I was like, all right. I hung up and I'm going like, that's really weird. There's no way he was someplace. All I'm thinking is like,
There's nobody around
I'm
either.
thinking,
I
like,
didn't have to be quiet.
I thought you were like in the bathroom next to somebody.
No, it was
All
in the
of a
press box. And there's nobody in there. Zero people. I don't know why I was quiet except nerves. Just hey.
Does Keith Mann know you're up there?
I wish we wouldn't talk about it like
this?
that. The key is does Troy Dannon know I'm up there?
Yes, Troy.
Now, I don't know if you're supposed to go there.
LeBlanc would let you up there.
You would.
Dennis would let you up. If it's ever locked, just go see him. You know where his office is, don't you?
He's got the keys. He's
Yes,
got
It's
the
never
keys.
locked. There's
Yeah.
no door.
Yeah.
It's never locked.
He'll get you in.
Well, just
Get a
don't
hold of
go
Dennis
say hi to
LeBlanc.
him anyways. Come on. Just don't bring a drink next time.
That was,
Spill
that was
it.
an incredible invitation. You're exactly right. I was talking quiet for some reason. Hey,
Freak me out.
I'll get you later. I'm on deadline.
Yeah, I'll get right back to you. I'm on a deadline right now. I'm writing. Is that the he goes? I'm writing. Like his brain stopped or something when he was talking to me.
All
It was
All right,
incredible.
you got any chit
Thank
chat
you.
over there?
No, I'm good. Want to
Chit
update a couple things? Yeah, because Bill hates baseball quickly.
Yeah.
Nebraska did lose last night. They lost 5-3 at Creighton. 10 games winning streak is
Well, that
over.
bothers me.
It should
I'm a
bother
Will
you.
Full fan.
5-3 loss. They were down 5-zip, got to 5-3, could not finish the comeback. 5-3 they lose in Omaha. And the Royals won last night 4-1 in Baltimore. So there you go. There's baseball.
Are they back to 500?
They're just 2-3. I was telling Josh, pitching looks pretty good in KC. I'm just saying, pitching looks pretty good for the first time in years.
Does it?
We have undefeated teams.
Yep, 3 of them: Pirates, Tigers, and Brewers. There we go. There's your baseball idle chit chat. Anything else for you, Sip it all?
No, who's that?
No. You have something. You sent us a picture yesterday of volcanic peppers.
Yeah,
that you ate.
What happened there?
What happened there, and what was the...
You were shocked.
I don't have my glasses.
Well, I just told you. It was volcanic peppers.
You can read it.
Yeah.
I just did the Taco Tuesday thing. And I don't even know what I paid. So it wasn't really a good Taco Tuesday. And I'm not even going to tell you where I went because the tacos were really soggy. So they're soggy. I don't know what was going on. I have no idea what was going on, but like the bag was dripping.
But you powered through it.
Here's my strategy was I'm going to douse these things in this hot sauce Trixie's in her fridge. And I didn't read it because I didn't have my glasses.
I'll read it for you.
Yeah.
The bottle says here, volcanic peppers, smoked habanero hot sauce. Yeah. Which Sip then said
the
to
bottle
us,
looks empty.
He says
people have been using a lot of this.
I doused it.
He says my mouth has never been hotter than right now.
I was in trouble. I thought ER. I mean, there's a second for I got to. There's something. You know what
I can do it to you.
I found though that a good cure. I mean, you start thinking about cures. Pudding. Yeah, pudding. There was some
pudding.
There was some. She makes some sort of biscuit with pudding in it for Easter, and there were some leftovers. And I just started jamming those in my mouth.
What if you went to the ER and the first thing they did was gave you pudding right away?
I'd go to the ER.
Hey, I got a hot sauce situation right there. No problem.
We got
right
some
here.
pudding.
Here, get some tapioca. yeah.
We got some green tapioca. Don't worry about this.
Yeah, we got tapioca in the
seen it before many times.
Been down this road. Here you go.
Is that kind with the lumps in it? Can you handle that?
Yeah.
I can take it.
Yeah. So no, that was the taco experience wasn't good at all. I mean, it was. I always tell myself I'm going to do Taco Tuesday, and I never do it. And then I did it, and it was awful. But I ate them all.
Volcanic peppers just sounds like a terrible thing.
Horrible.
Terrible.
It was a bad afternoon. I had a bad afternoon with Bullet. It was.
Oh, the Bullet's down again?
No, he was fine, but he saw the pain. He saw the pain.
Yeah.
He just was looking up at me like, "What are you doing?"
What happened to you?
Yeah, it was bad. That stuff is good.
That comes up there with anything with something like, hey, taste this when it's terrible. Same thing with that. Hey, try this hot sauce. It'll burn you for a month. Why would someone try it? I'm always like, no, that's the dumbest thing.
With the word volcanic on it doesn't really appease me. I want to try that.
I didn't see. Like I knew it was hot, but it looked like
it's definitely hot.
It looked good though. Like it looked like good hot sauce to me. I don't know. It was a strange experience for
Pass
me.
the eye test.
Well, glad you made it through that experience and that you're here today.
It was a rough day
Thank
yesterday.
you.
I wouldn't even want to get into how rough yesterday was. I wouldn't. But that was part of it.
Made it through.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297. 50% off your first fertilizer application this spring. Was he at the house this morning, Bill?
50. He was not at the house this morning, but he checked in about 4.
Were you up?
It was up. And he checked in at 4 and let me know that he had a couple errands he had to run.
Okay.
To get some supplies.
You were up at 4.
Up at 4 at that. And then he also always asked, how's sugar? How's everything? What's very nice too, he's so pet friendly. He lets me know when he's going to be there for sugar. Then he lets me know when sugar can then be let back out onto the grass when it's safe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's pet. So he'll know all your pets. He will know every pet in your house. He'll know, hey, let's keep
what a dude.
Keep Chuckles in the house for a little bit.
Yeah, keep the rabbit in.
Keep the rabbit in.
Keep Miss Bunny in.
Yeah, Bugs. Keep Bugs in for a little. We don't need Bugs eating this grass right now.
Yeah.
So Bugs needs to stay until about noon today. He'll let me know that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
No,
That's service right there.
Andrew, at what?
Newton's Lawn Care, 402-440-6297.
Well, is there any discounts with him?
50% off your first fertilizer application this spring.
Have you said this before? maybe you have, but Andrew Newton sounds like a president name. Andrew Newton.
Very
Yes, it
presidential.
does.
Yeah, Andrew Newton.
I agree with that.
He should run for president.
I
wonder
right
if
now would be a good time.
Come on, Andrew.
I wonder if he can get on with Scott Miller.
He could.
Probably.
Another great presidential
ticket?
name.
Yes,
On the
Scott-
ticket?
On the ticket.
Yeah.
Get him on maybe that'd be their running partner.
Yes.
Who's doing it? The CFO of Lincoln Industries and Newton's Lawn Care.
Newton and Andrew Newton of Newton's Lawn Care.
That would be the people running the state.
Yeah.
Great people, great names.
Lincoln.
Come on.
I would lean toward Andrew Newton at the head of the ticket
The
because he
name
has the
grabs
name.
a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Andrew,
A
very
little bit more of a
powerful
name
name.
grab. Yes. Go ahead, Jake.
There we go. 464-5685. Call or text as always. So Bill got the hush from SIP yesterday because you were working, because you were at practice, post-practice. You saw Tony White speak and Terrence Knight and some other players were at the podium after practice, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's one of the goals from Tony White, Nebraska's defensive coordinator. Here was Tony White
You
yesterday.
got sound.
I
Good
got
job.
sound
Okay.
on the goal for this season.
From day one, and I'll say it until the end of the season, is that this group of guys, they haven't done anything. This group together, like, we have not done anything yet. So it's like building a building. It starts with the little things and making sure, again, they know what to do, they know how to do it, and then reinforcing not only coach to player, but player to player. Giff, Ty, Makai, Javen, Quez, those guys have played a lot of ball. This is a second year here with us and stuff. They know what's up. So now it's we're trying to make them take hold of it, take leadership, and then wherever they go on their fields, really bring that to life. So that's the goal. We want to be the number one defense in the country, but all that is words until guys adopt it and they live it every day.
Okay, so they were number 11.
Number 11 last year.
Yeah, Nebraska was number 11 in the country last year. Michigan was number 1.
Big Ten had several
Very good defensive conference.
defenses.
Yep.
Yes.
Michigan looked different than Nebraska.
They did.
I'm going to say Nebraska being the top defense in the country is a long shot until they can start. You guys do not have to agree with this. Until they can start to look like Michigan physically, the way they line up, the way they operate. Nebraska's a long way away from looking like Michigan. No, most everybody's a long way away from look but that's
Michigan
number
looked
1.
very good.
Yeah, they're number 1.
But you have the eyes on because you're at practice. So you have so what do you see at practice?
They're not. Okay, now I got to be delicate on this. They're not. They look good. But remember, I covered these teams that had top defenses at Nebraska. They don't look like that. they just don't. It is what it is.
Is it overall size
Yes,
up front you're talking about?
Size, speed, just length, speed, girth, everything. They just don't. They're fine, but nobody's going to pick Nebraska to win the Big Ten, and they shouldn't because they're not there yet. And it's good to have the goal of being the number 1 defense in the country.
Absolutely,
it is because they were 11. They weren't far away statistically, but they're. As I pointed out in the article, Michigan had 2 first-team All Big Ten players and 4 second-team All Big Ten players. I usually are somewhat dismissive of the second team, but it helps make my point. Nebraska, if you're going to have the number 1 defense in the country, you probably need a couple, 3 or 4 first-team All Big Ten players and maybe an All-American or 2. And
correct.
Yeah, those are the players that put you over.
The difference, like if you talk about what a Michigan was like last year overall, was if you watched it in the semifinals against Alabama, Alabama couldn't block them.
Right.
They couldn't block
They couldn't. They wrecked them up front.
They did. They couldn't block them.
Remember that tape?
I do.
And that was remarkable to me because mass kicks ass, and Alabama had plenty of mass up front. They had plenty of mass up front. So anyway, but it's interesting to say that because you get a chance to get eyes on them, be able to see it, you'll be able to do those things. Always with numbers, it's the same thing. You have to be really good to have those things. And also what is a benefit of that Michigan had was
depth. In
the non-conference, they played nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
And so you come out of things, they count all the games the same. That's why I always want to look at every time I'm evaluating a team, there's stats they always have. Overall stats, and then they have conference stats.
Yeah,
that's what you want to
look
look
at. The conference
because that means more. There's more there's not everyone's the same because everybody doesn't play the exact same schedule, but there is more to the conference. Then all of a sudden it's like you play 3 teams or 4 teams if you're in the SEC that they go for 150 yards and they can't move the ball and they're not very good. That stacks up your deck early. All of a sudden it's like all of a sudden, hey, we're the number 3 team in the country. That's why it's hard to put that together.
Mm-hmm.
And also who you play.
Right.
What kind of offenses, what's going on with them. That makes a big difference on where you're at.
It does. Now, on the other hand, I mean, the only pushback would be Michigan was a good defense. I don't care who they played. I mean, they were. They had both things. Yeah.
They had unbelievable talent, and they had the schedule with it also.
But no, Nebraska's good, and they have. You can't emphasize this enough. I'm going to say 18. You could probably say 19. Maybe it's 17. Depends. It's just
16, maybe 20.
Some sort of range here.
Give us a range.
It's kind of wide, but not really.
I'll say 16 to 19.
I'll get back to you. I'm writing right now.
16 to 19 players who played a significant amount of football last year are back. They got some dudes. There's not any gaping holes. I wonder a little more about corner than I used to. I mean, they got it.
What'd you watch yesterday?
There was no watching.
There's no
post-practice.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just post-practice availability. So to answer your question, Nebraska still has a little ways to go in terms of overall size, speed, athleticism, roster wide, I'd say. It's not, you don't go over there and go, ooh, whoa. It's some of that. There's a little bit of that, but no, not like it used to be.
But that's why it's still impressive that they were 11th last year without having that dude or that All-American, that all Big Ten player.
It wasn't.
You want to make that leap to first. That's a huge leap to be the best, but they were a good defense without having a for sure NFL guy in that roster.
There might be a guy or two that can emerge like that. I mean, I don't know, Bill. I don't know. Maybe Nash is a guy that could rise to a second team, first team, all Big Ten type player. Ty Robinson. Those are the guys I think of first. Maybe Tommy Hill. Tommy Hill would have to have a big year. But so there could be some guys who do that, and that's what needs to happen. And that's what needs to happen.
You're right. When you're part of great defenses, there's somebody walking around that's an NFL that they're high draft picks that are walking around.
A few of them,
all conference players.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And they might have that.
Now, sometimes you may not have anybody first team, but you might be in that spot where it's like, well, we're not anybody first team, but we had 5 second team and like 6 honorable mention.
Yeah.
Well, then you're pretty salty still.
Yeah.
You're pretty. That means you're all the way top to bottom. All 11.
Yeah.
All 11 can go.
Yeah. For sure. So
it still starts up front. Everything starts up front.
And they're pretty good up front. That's where, that's the good news. Nebraska, it starts with Nash and Ty Robinson, but Lenhart's a good player and Prince Will's a good player and Jamari Butler's a good player. They bring him in and Van Poppel showed some stuff last year.
They have depth in front people. That gives you a chance that things will be good just because of that right there.
They're good up front. Yeah, they are good up front.
Terrence Knighton, Nebraska defensive line coach, addressed that in post-practice about that. Here's Terrence Knighton yesterday.
It has to be. It has to be the offensive line and defensive line. That's where it's won. You see that in any level of football. It's won in the trenches. So right now our offensive line and defensive line are doing a great job working together. They're getting after each other. We're getting tougher on both sides of the ball. And I know Donnie is pushing that group as hard as he can. I'm pushing my group as hard as we can. And we have a great practice plan every day to get better. Certain guys got to get better at certain things individually. And, right now we're just making sure that we're sharpening our tools, getting ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, he's in a good spot, Terrence Knighton, because he's got stuff to work with. James Williams, for instance.
That's right.
Came out of nowhere last year. Did he have a couple sacks?
More than a couple, I think, didn't he?
A couple, 3 or 4 sacks. And now they're asking him to play more first and second down, but he's a good pass rusher. So they even have some guys you kind of forget about. So they're good. I think, you might have this sound from Tony White. He did talk about the inside linebacker position and named off a bunch of guys, and including a few names that we haven't heard much about, like Vincent Shavers. And by the way, Vincent Shavers, the insiders say, watch Vincent Shavers.
The insiders. That's you. You are the insider.
I heard it from an insider.
Yeah.
The Vincent Shavers, whom I don't know much about, freshman. He did get mentioned by. Do you have that sound?
Is that on the team competitions question or not? I don't think I have that one.
Is there a direct? There's a direct question about the inside linebacker.
I do not have that sound.
Middle linebacker. Sometimes they call them. Is there that? They're erroneously called middle linebackers sometimes. I think they're inside linebackers now because there's two of them.
Don't have that one.
Don't have that one. All right. Well, you talk about Vincent Shavers.
He stayed on that for a long time. Steve kept saying, and Jake kept going, don't have.
I'm pretty sure I don't have
that.
I got 6 quotes.
What about
That's not
the
one
inside?
of them.
The two guys on the inside, no, don't have it.
The
No, I mean
six-
the guys that don't line up outside, the ones that are more towards the middle of the formation. Any words on them at all? Those, no.
It might be
don't
in one of
have it.
these, but it wasn't
Don't
direct
have it.
labeled as
Nothing.
that.
Anything on the guys that might start at linebacker inside. No.
I've got a Stephon Thompson quote. That's all I got.
Yeah, go ahead.
That
Do that one. Roll that one out.
Fine. Here's Tony White and Stephon Thompson.
He knows what to do. I mean, it's just, again, for him, there was just a different standard, right? From where he came from to now, it's just a different standard, period. And so he's getting accustomed to it. And, the more he's around, the more he sees, the more he's on the grass, the more you can see the playmaker in him. So now we just got to mirror it up with him, making sure that he understands the way we do things here.
Okay, guys, that was about Stephon Thompson. And Rule said he has not made a good adjustment to Nebraska. Last week, Matt Rule said that, Stephon Thompson. Now, Tony White basically backed that and interestingly said he came from a place where the standard's not as high as it is at Nebraska. Syracuse. It was interesting. It struck me as one of those sentences where it's coming out of your mouth. You think, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm so far along, I have to say it. I mean, it's not. I just wonder what the Syracuse staff would think if they heard that. Not that Tony White came from Syracuse. He said, but he said he came from a place where the standard's not as high. Oh, okay. If I was a Syracuse coach, I'd be like,
hang on a second.
Well, all right. Well, maybe we should raise our standards then.
Hey, staff meeting.
Tony's talking crap about us, guys.
We're going to raise our
It's
standards.
fine. I mean, I appreciate that level of honesty. But yeah, he barely mentioned Stephon Thompson. He threw him in late after a series of names: Vincent Shavers, Javin Wright, Dylan Rogers. I mean, he didn't mention Bullock, to be fair, but I don't think you have to at this point, John Bullock. But he named off a bunch of guys, and then he said, "Oh, and then there's Stephon Thompson." So yeah, he's just got a ways to go, but that doesn't mean he can't get there. He's got all spring and all August. Get himself in shape. He's a proven player. I mean, I don't want to keep dogging Stephon Thompson. He's got a resume that's pretty good. I don't have his tackle numbers off the top of my head, but he made a lot of them at Syracuse. So
Also, it might have been, and I'm not trying to put words in someone's mouth, but potentially Coach White might have been talking about with the standards being different. It might also maybe just also with that, the word expectations. And what's different at being at Nebraska and Syracuse? Because
that's a good point.
Because you are viewed different as far as when you have a fan base of 92,000 that shows up, and you have that is different than what it is at Syracuse.
100.
So it might have been more based off of
that
that also than just their standards weren't very high there. And so, but anyway,
could be that. No, it could
you never know though. But it's still if I was at Syracuse, I would have read it as what was said.
Yeah, but you're right though. That could be it. I mean, Syracuse doesn't have nearly as fervent a fan base. I don't know what they draw, but they don't sell that place out all the time, right?
The Carrier Dome. God, remember Pearl Washington playing basketball in there back in Big Mondays?
Jim Boeheim.
Oh yeah,
Jim Boeheim's not walking through that door.
Who's coming in? Carnesec is going to be here.
Yeah,
he'll be in a sweater coming through that tunnel right there.
Yeah,
who's with him? Mullen.
Yeah. Better times.
Yeah.
Bill,
he's got the old school basketball.
No, he's got new school basketball.
New school, but
I was
wondering
last night. I was literally wondering last night. Would you take a job? Like, what if the Wesleyan basketball job opened?
I'm in no way prepared to do it, but I would love to do it. In my mind, I think I
don't know that you're not. I don't know that you couldn't do it.
I don't think so.
Why?
So here's what you do. The first thing you do right away, without a doubt, it's like, Schmuddy, I need you.
Yeah.
I need you on the bench with me. And Jerry would come. Jerry would show up. Jerry would be there.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, hoops. You're a prime motivator.
We could do
You could learn enough.
You
have coaching background.
I'd work at it.
I don't think people would say, wait a second, he's never coached basketball. Well, but wait a second, he coached 30 years of Division I football, so I think he knows what he's doing.
It gives you some sort of a. I would say this.
That'd be.
You have this is not it'll sound degrading, but it's not. It'd be easier to go from football to basketball than basketball to football. Because the numbers are so different. Mm-hmm. There's 22 people going at it at one time.
I don't think a basketball coach would take that as a diss.
It's a free-flowing game. It's a preparation game. Football is a preparation game, but what happens on the court, you don't see. You can't make an adjustment every time up and down the court. The game's going like this. It's a free-flowing game. There is no. You can call some plays at certain times.
That's what would. The challenge for you, I think, would be, okay, timeout. We got to have an out-of-bounds play here. And, you always hear of coaches like McDermott.
McDermott might be the best.
Out-of-bounds plays?
Out-of-bounds plays.
Jeez, it's amazing.
If I'm playing McDermott, the first thing, hey, out of bounds.
Right.
Alert.
Right.
They're not just going to throw it in and try to get things up. No. They're trying to score.
They're trying to score, and they do. They get guys open. You have to learn that part for sure. And there's the clock management.
I'd make the whole team watch Hoosiers right away. Be the first thing. Let's watch Hoosiers quick.
All right, Jake. We'll talk more football
when
later.
we come back. Husker Online, Sean Callahan.
Wow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine, but it will be breezy again. We'll see an afternoon high around 54. Tonight, better skies with a continued breeze, and overnight low around 30. And tomorrow, we'll see more sunshine with less wind and slightly warmer temperatures, afternoon high around 58. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Jake Sorensen here for The Body Shop. My wife is nearing her due date with our first child and has been in need of a good massage as her body continues to change and adapt. Dennis and the team at The Body Shop were incredible with the prenatal massage that she's still talking about today. I was also able to get a deep tissue massage, so it was a great bonding experience and a unique couples massage in general. If you're in need of stress relief, book a massage today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Hi, folks. Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the Chevrolet and GMC Truck Month is now underway. We've got huge savings in Louisville. Get $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months on select models. Yes, you heard right. That's $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months happening right now at Koppel. So take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit. Stock number G214773.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Fuhrer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
This
Good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring practice rolls on. I think it was practice 4 yesterday. Sip, was that right? Practice 4 yesterday. We're joined now by your colleague, Husker Online, Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. Tony White was at the podium yesterday after practice, and they were number 11 last year in total defense. He wants to be number 1 this year. As Sip wrote afterwards, Nebraska needs some All-Americans or Big Ten, all Big Ten players for that to be possible. Do you think they have those types of players on this roster, Sean?
I mean, I don't know if they have an All-American at that level. They've got a couple guys, maybe 3 guys that can contend for all conference, but you got to remember there's 18 teams in the Big Ten right now.
Good point.
So, if you're a defensive tackle, there's 36 starting defensive tackles in the Big Ten. If you're all Big Ten, you're the top 2 out of 36.
That's pretty good.
And you got to be, and that usually means you're an All-American or a high-level draft pick in a league like this now going forward. But I think the biggest thing, guys, is the schedule. Their first 7 games, they probably only see one offense that will be a high-level offense in Colorado. I don't look at Rutgers, Illinois, Purdue, Northern Iowa, UTEP, and some of the other teams that will play early as teams that have elite offenses. Indiana is the other one. So if anything, I think that early schedule could help build their defense into a top unit, because I don't think they're going to see anyone elite. And there'll be a lot of home games, a lot of crowd noise. So that does help, I think, defensive play, especially early in the season.
Yeah, Bill was saying, that's exactly what Bill was just saying a little while ago, and he says that a lot. Schedule matters in that conversation. Sean, you were struck yesterday. Sean Callahan joins us. You were struck yesterday by Nash Hutmacher, by his physique, by the way he presented himself. Why?
Well, just the way he's been able to reshape himself, go into wrestling, come back to football, that is not easy to do. And to step back into wrestling at the highest amateur level league, arguably in the country, the Big Ten Conference, and to qualify for the national tournament when he hadn't done it since high school. He had an unbelievable wrestling year, and to get his weight down to 285 when he had been playing at times 325, 330, still at 295. I think they'd like him at around 310, and that's not going to be a problem. He'll get to that weight, in the right way. But it reminds me a little bit of Tanner Farmer. When Tanner Farmer did wrestling, it kind of helped him knock off some bad pounds, and then he became a much more aggressive player and actually got into wrestling when he was done with football and went to Concordia and then joined the Olympic program as a Greco-Roman wrestler, but was a national runner-up at the NAIA level because he was able to get an extra year of eligibility and wrestle at Concordia.
Sean, you were able to see last week in practice, Dylan Raiola was, obviously in a half hour you saw Dylan Raiola. What was your initial impressions, what you saw from him, Sean?
Well, I'd say you don't get to see a ton in the window we get to. I mean, luckily, Sip and I got to see him for a whole week for 3 straight hours for entire practices. And so we have a pretty good idea of what you're getting. It's a matter of how it will look now in live team drills situations. He's got the physical tools, the arm talent, everything you'd want. I mean, you just don't Nebraska just hasn't had quarterbacks like that very often, if ever, coming in right away. With all the tools, it's a matter of, can you handle it all? As Sip always says, read defenses and recognize things, because you're going to play some of the best defenses in college football, the Big Ten, and those defensive coordinators make a living to try to throw off young quarterbacks and make them guess. So, I mean, that's the part we still don't know. All the tools are there, though, for him to be a really good quarterback, as we know. But it's sometimes more than just tools. You got to have the intangibles and develop those here now over the spring.
Sean, we're jumping around a little bit. Let's just jump back to defense. You're hearing, I know we talked about this yesterday, some kind of buzz about Vincent Shavers, who would be a freshman inside linebacker. What's his background? Give us some background on Shavers.
Yeah, 4 practices in. I think that's a name to watch at the linebacker position. Was a University of Miami commit for a long time. And then the Hurricanes filled up and kind of parted ways with him late. And that's when Nebraska was able to get involved and bring him in for a late December official visit and sign him as an early enrollee. But he's a Miami kid that was committed to the Hurricanes, and with the transfer portal and scholarship spots, sometimes the high school guys can lose their spots late in recruiting classes. I think that's pretty much what happened for him in Nebraska. With some of the connections they had on staff in Miami, they were able to get him on campus for a late visit with Phil Simpson and some other people, and ends up, it looks like he's going to be one of the real steals that they brought in. And he's a high 3-star recruit. I mean, I think some people might even have him as a 4-star. So it wasn't like he was underrated or anything like that. And I think when you talk about the University of Miami, they can get any linebackers they want down there. There's tons of linebackers in that part of the country. So he had to be pretty good to get that early offer from them. And I think Nebraska just kind of fell into a really good situation late in the game. It's going to appear, at least early on, to be something to watch.
What do you make of the corner situation? It was discussed by Tony White yesterday, and it seems like it's assumed that Tommy Hill will start. I never make that kind of assumption, but it seems like that's what people are doing. And who would be the candidates in your mind to start opposite of Tommy Hill at the other corner spot?
Yeah, you have to assume Hartsock's in that mix right now, but he could also roll back into a safety. I mean, look, I think with the injury to Singleton for the spring, that it kind of makes it hard to get a clear look, because when healthy, you would expect him as a starter too, as a safety. But Isaac Gifford, Tommy Hill, Deshaun Singleton, those 3 guys on paper look like starters, along with Marquise Buford and Malcolm Hartsock. I mean, I think those are the 5 today with the most experience for the secondary. But then you have Ethan Nation and Bly Hill, who will battle and give Hartsock a run, I think, at that corner spot. And then Dwight Boodle's a name to watch, Jeremiah Charles. I mean, I think those are probably the 4 names that are still contending with the 5 names I mentioned. But they're deep, though. They have got a lot of options, in my opinion, on the back end of that secondary.
Are you surprised that we're hearing Bly Hill already? Bly Hill.
Yes and no. I mean, they brought him in as a portal guy. He played 1 year, but he played at a lower level, FCS. But he's got great stock. I mean, his dad was a 10-year NFL player. His mom was a high-level athlete. He's 6'3", legit.
Yeah.
And so he's got that Stanley Jean-Baptiste type frame on him.
Yeah, more of that, please.
And can get up there and line up. And he was a projection take. They didn't really necessarily take him because of his film as a freshman. He had all right film, but they knew kind of the big picture of him, what he could end up being. So, yeah, he was an interesting portal take. Of the 6 they took in December, he was the one that kind of was an outlier because he didn't have near the body of work as maybe the other 5 guys did.
Sean, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We will chat with you again next week.
Hey, thanks, guys. Take
Oscar
care.
Online, Sean Callahan.
Give me more. Give me more 6'3". Oh, no, I'm not on. Am I on?
You're on.
I'm on.
Oh. You guys are both on.
Are we on? Give me more 6'3" corners. And if I was now, Bill, if we're on the same staff, Bill, coaching staff, you'd have to continually tell me to relax on this take. I want only 6'2" and above players. That's all I want. I don't want anybody 6'2" or under. I mean, within reason. Within reason.
You tell him to relax.
Within reason.
I tell you to relax a little bit. I tell you to relax a little bit. But length is great. It is.
Yeah.
Just always remember something. Where, like I said, there's certain things that you can't. Where mass kicks ass, length. I mean, it's like you look at. Well, boy, there's some really good offensive tackles. Even the guys with short arms are really good. No, they're not. You got to have length in your arms. You have to be able to have some spots. D line, you have to have. There's certain things you have to have. But just always remember, it's a twitch-based game. It is a fast twitch game. And so sometimes with in the back end, it can also make you long, but not as twitchy. Mm-hmm. And that can be a situation where you're able to get matched up and build to do.
I hear you.
And so there's a change up on some different things. It's like, in the end, it's like, in the year that I was there, we ended up right when I took over. We started Malcolm.
Right, Malcolm Hartzog,
and he's not big.
No. There's always
an exception.
Absolutely.
One of the best corners to ever play at Nebraska is Barron Miles.
Yeah, and he's my size.
Yeah, he's 5'8.5", probably 5'9", whatever, and he was ridiculous. Now that also doesn't mean that they're all that way or they are the other way. You get the length guys as Zach Bowman, who played in the NFL for 10 years.
Yes, that guy was a dude.
Was long,
dude,
but also could run very well. So you have to have it all. And then when the people say, and when you get the ones that can have enough twitch and length, then that's when you get the NFL guys. That's when you get the Hall of Famers. That's when you get those guys that we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm not stupid enough to say it have to be 6'2". I just lean that way. Like Ralph Brown's 5'10". Probably right,
and trust me, what you're saying is accurate.
Yeah,
you want to, and there's so much more of a strain on big body receivers now to obtain those. So you have to defend them.
Oh yeah,
it happens all the time.
Put a 5'8" guy on Purified, it's trouble.
Yeah, it's trouble.
You just throw it head to Purified. Just go to the corner of the end zone. We're going to throw it up, and that's what happened at Texas A&M. Okay. Yeah, 6'2" and above.
You love Purified.
Well, I like, and the other thing I like about bigger players on defense is that they cover the field. The field looks a lot smaller. They cover it.
Agreed.
Just like in basketball.
Agreed.
I mean, when you send out a lineup in basketball of 6'6" and above, and you have a 6'9" and a 7-footer, the floor gets small fast. It does. That's what I like.
That's what back in the day was when teams were built that way. When you might see a front line at a great. Also North Carolina, Georgetown. It's like, what do you have? There's 7'1", 6'11", 6'11", and you're like going like, wow.
Yeah,
the lane shuts down.
Right, and you're going, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's what I want. Yeah,
you're on pace. Before we
get to break, second segment sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids, of course.
Oh yeah,
the largest independent family-owned seed company in the USA, founded in 1937. Beck's Hybrids provides unrivaled customer service and product diversity for both corn and soybeans, founded on the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming. To find your nearest Beck's Hybrids rep, head over to beckshybrids.com.
So they have a ridiculous amount of ground that they bought right behind their main building, their donor.
This isn't Goner.
And so they have fields back there, and they'll be planting soon. So when you want to grow the seeds, like, well, what's it look like? Hang on. Let's walk out back.
So I wonder how many acres you think it is.
But I'm going to say at least 80.
Okay.
At least 80 acres.
Some ground
they got some ground back there. There's some plots. They call them plots. You got to walk out and just check it out. And you can walk by and see what you're going to buy like every month. Hey, I'm going to drive over there. It's now July 14th. What does this corn look like that they just planted? And you get a chance to check this stuff out live. Not just like, oh, yeah, it's going to be really good. That's where you're going to see
it is.
That's the difference.
Let's take a walk.
That's it. That's what Trevor's doing. That's what Sonny demands his team does.
Take a little stroll.
You want to see some soybeans? Where at? Hang on. Get the side by side. Let's ride.
Here's a bag. Here's a canvas bag.
Here's a canvas bag. Come with me. Get a canvas bag. We'll put a couple of Almond Joys in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a hat.
We'll go for a drive.
Gloves.
Hey, I just stay cool real quick. I'm riding.
BecksHybrids.com. Check it out today. When we come back, song of the day in the mailbag and early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Sick of being upsold at gyms?
My guy, you're currently a base member? For $90 more, I can upgrade you to our Shred membership. For $130 more, you'll be a Swole member. And for just $300 more, you'll reach Sweat Platinum.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the upsell. Never pushy, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. It's fitness that fits your budget. Join Planet Fitness for just $1 down and $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, April 12th. See Home Club for details.
This is Coach Bill Busch. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, folks. Sean Callahan here for Couple Chevrolet GMC, and the Chevrolet and GMC Truck Month is now underway. We've got huge savings in Louisville. Get $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months on select models. Yes, you heard right. That's $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months happening right now at Koppel. So take that short money saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit. Stock number G214773.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Although we can't control the air we breathe outside our home, we can make a healthy difference inside. And all it takes is a call to Bryant. With healthy air options, Bryant can help you eliminate allergens, odors, and harmful chemicals, all while controlling indoor humidity levels at the same time. If it's time for a breath of fresh air inside, it's time to call Bryant. Breathe easy, breathe healthy. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, Play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough?
Never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 1985, She Keeps the Home Fires Burning by Ronnie Millsap, 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Haven Jewelers song of the day. I imagine
Jake is
I imagine the surprise factor is very high.
Oh my
today.
God.
I
did not see Millsap coming. I did not see Millsap coming. There's not a chance. Do you think today's the day it goes Ronnie Millsap? I don't know. No, I didn't think that.
I thought I'd surprise you with that one. I'm glad I did.
You got an incoming. His mind's working different.
It is.
Go ahead, Steve.
Bill was singing it.
I knew every word.
It's beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I mean, there's no way, even if I tried to dislike it, I could.
Not Millsap.
Not that song.
No way. Not
Good God, Jake, you're right. He brought Millsap out.
Maybe the biggest surprise I've ever had on song of the day.
I'd love to see him at the Bourbon. I'd love to
I'd
see
go
him.
see him at the Bourbon.
That would be
concert.
incredible.
I think he's still alive. I don't know.
I know he used to work out a lot.
Wait a second. What? Millsap?
Yeah. Very fit. Oh, yeah. Big fitness guy.
No.
Yeah. Cross trainer. Yeah.
Millsap. Smoky Mountain Rain.
Yeah.
You love that song.
Oh, yes. How can you not?
Yeah, you do. It was almost like a song. You may have heard that. Stranger in My House.
That's a good song.
Yeah, it's all right. She Keeps the Home Fires Burning. It was that song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 1985.
Yeah.
You were in high school,
Yes.
right?
No, done.
Done with
Just
high school.
done. Just done.
finished.
Yes,
Just done.
done.
We
Yes.
do we graduate in 85?
At that. We did not.
When did you
That's
graduate?
right. You graduated in 82.
No, I graduated in 85.
I'm a little younger than that, just by just a touch.
Okay. Geez, God, good job. Creativity through the roof. Song's good. It's interesting song, isn't it? I mean, he was having a rough go.
Well, I mean, there's no credit on the credit card.
Four ball tires.
4 ball tires got it written down right there.
Yep.
Can't go to Omaha.
They can't go to him. It's too risky.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he's out there. I tell you one thing, didn't have his lip out.
Nope.
No, he didn't.
Nope. He's
He's
going
happy.
home.
He had a great wife at home. Home fire's burning.
He's got-
Yeah.
Or if my brother used to say, I got a job and I got to go to my other job at home. I'm not gonna say which brother. Okay. 9.278. I mean, it's a great song. Very
I
creative.
saw Bill singing.
899642.
Okay.
Oh, Millsap, you nailed it. I mean,
Millsap.
And I don't have heard that. That's not a song you hear a lot.
No.
Knew every word, and like I said, I did. I do every word.
That's an interesting song too.
Pickup truck. Oh yeah. Thank you.
We know that Josh does not like country music.
Josh is probably in the 4s.
I think it's lower than that. I'm gonna go 3-4 for Josh.
Ooh, I'm going
4-1.
I think he recognizes the art.
Millsap.
6-7.
5 for creativity.
5,
He says.
yeah.
Okay, so we're on the same. We're on the right page. For
God,
that.
thank you, Jake. You
You're welcome.
nailed it.
Thank you to Ronnie for that song.
Oh, Heyman gave it an 8.5.
No way.
Yeah.
Heyman
I
did?
think he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, hold on.
It's a high score for
Let's see
Rick.
if I got
Heyman. He sent a text. Yeah,
8.5.
8.5
Yeah.
from Rick Heyman. Okay.
Thank you, Rick.
All right,
Rick's
Rick.
always so spot on.
He is.
He is.
Before we get to some ratings, a quick legal ID. Hang on 1 second here.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, some ratings. Guilt Nerd 6.88. John in Southeast Lincoln swing and a miss 4 on that one.
Whoa.
Sanderson 7.7. Mike and Dalton 8.6. Rod in South Lincoln 7.0. Eric says trash as usual 0.5.
Trash
as usual. As usual. Jennifer 6. Hubby 5.5. Not high from them. Who in Columbus? Bert 5 from Bird in Columbus.
Thank you, Bird. Should be a little higher, but that's actually a 5 for Bird is remarkable.
It's pretty good. Bird's in the 3s usually in the songs.
Yeah, every song.
A lot of songs in
2,
the
3.
I don't know what Bird even likes.
I don't know what you listen to.
Bird, what do you want?
He gave it a high score the other day.
There was a surprise 8, but it's usually in the 3s. I'm not sure what his style is. 7.9 from Other Bird, Big Bird in Columbus. Sean in Omaha 6.2. Downtown Scott 7.1. Isaac says great. That's a 10.
10, nice.
Corey in Lincoln. You want to guess Corey's score?
4.
Good guess. I'd say 6.
I'm stunned by this one. 8.
Thank you,
He
Corey.
says, my mom used to play Ronnie Millsap nonstop. My dad hated it, though.
Columbus. Columbus.
How about that?
That makes sense to me.
We found out, is Millsap alive? Could some of the
Josh.
breakers let us know? Any breaker, let us know. Josh, we had to wake him up. Was Josh asleep?
Someone thinks maybe 81 years old, possibly. On Millsap.
God, he's still performing. You know he is.
Millsap. Millsap is
Ronnie,
the name.
Ronnie Millsap.
Ronnie.
Not Paul Millsap, the basketball player, but Ronnie.
He's thriving.
I think he's 80. Is he 81?
He's thriving.
81
He's
years
81.
old. 81.
We can still get him. We can still see if we can see if he's touring.
I mean, Willie Nelson's touring at 95
Yeah, let's
years
see if
old
we can
right
get
now. Why
Millsap
can't
here.
Millsap be
Get
out
him into
there?
Lincoln.
You kidding me? 8.10 from Mr. Cub. So that 8.8 out of 10 from Mr. Cub. How about that?
Thank you.
That's your song of the day again. That's
Jeez,
She
Jake.
Keeps the Home Fires Burning
How
by
about Jake?
Ronnie Millsap.
He's been on fire.
Yeah.
Bill didn't like a couple of my songs this
I
week,
don't
though.
know
They've
about
been
that.
creative, though.
You've been very
Every
creative.
so often, there's just one that's you're like, whoa.
Yeah, that was one. That was one. I'll remember this day forever.
I thought
Remember
you
the
guys
time
would like
Millsap
it.
came on? I'll remember. I'll know exactly what it was.
Fires.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure you guys would
Yeah.
like that song, but I'm glad you
No
do.
tour dates for Millsap.
Okay,
He
we
was
can
supposed
change
to.
that.
If anybody
Thank
knows
you, Josh.
Ronnie, have him get a hold of us.
Have him at the Bourbon. We'll go.
Have him
We'll be
text
there.
the text line.
We'll host him at the Bourbon. How about that?
Bring
Just
have
down
him-
the street.
Or
have
get a
him
hold
bring-
of Newton Lawn Care and have him relay the message to us.
He could bring his guitar right in the studio.
Yes.
Like that one guy did. Didn't we have a guy
That was
bring
Bill.
Yeah. We had two.
Yeah, and he wore a shirt with nipples on.
Yeah. They really
That
Very
did
strange.
That did happen.
That threw us back.
That
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, I brought him in from a church.
He
He did a good job.
Interesting
he
look
was
from
really
the
good.
church there.
Yeah.
Bill.
I saw Bill on Easter.
You did.
Yeah.
His name is Bill.
Did he have the same shirt on as he had here in studio?
Did not.
Okay, a little more appropriate.
Different lifestyle when he's outside the church.
That's good. All right. Let's get to the mailbag here real quick. Mailbag is sponsored by our friends at Double Eagle Golf. DoubleEagle.golf, your place to get your tee times. By the way, don't forget, we have the Masters next week, next Thursday, Friday, out at Double
We're
Eagle
doing that
Golf.
next week.
Please book your tee time. DoubleEagle.golf. Bays are open. They're going to have food from Augusta National out there to eat. Special drinks out there also. Play golf while
Food
the
and
Masters
drink.
is happening. It's a dream. It's a golf
Food
haven.
and drink.
A golf haven and a golf heaven. Right?
Yes.
That's what we call it. Okay, to the mailbag. We got Michael in Hawaii is with us.
No way.
Yeah, he's with us. He says, Aloha, if you played baseball, what would your one walk-up song be? You talk about walk-up songs, Bill. You get one choice here. What's your walk-up song if you are a baseball player up to bat?
This is a great question.
Oh, mine's Born to Boogie.
That's a great choice.
Dancing the Whip.
Born to Boogie.
I can't.
Yeah.
That's a really good choice.
It's a great song.
Hank.
Read it. Hank.
Hank Jr.
Yes.
That is it. I don't know how I could possibly top that. What would yours be?
I think I'd go to one of our old rejoin songs, Let's Groove by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Jeez, you guys.
How about that?
You guys
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Get the people going.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire always wins there.
You guys hit it out of the proverbial park on this.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, no, you both did. Those are good. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just going to go to what I heard in Oklahoma City that day when we went to the basketball game. And they brought that Run Rudolph out.
You want Run Rudolph as your song?
It's an incredible start.
It is a great song.
It's an incredible start.
It's June 2nd, and Sip has Run Rudolph as his baseball.
That is a great song.
It is a good song.
Yeah, he hit the text line. See, I'm having one of those senior moments. I can't. Who did
Chuck
it?
Berry?
Chuck Berry. Good
Chuck
job.
Berry, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'll never forget when that came on the loudspeakers. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
I would support that. Yes.
Okay.
Run,
we got Kelly here now. Kelly says, good morning, guys. Getting excited to watch a few more K-Say threes in a Nebraska uniform tomorrow night. 3-point competition.
That's tomorrow night, by the way. You said Saturday the other day. That was another stickler question.
Well, we got it fixed there. Thank you to Kelly.
Thursday.
Okay, here's the follow-up.
Tune in.
Saturday.
No, not Saturday.
I know.
Thursday.
If Jake, Sip, and Bill had a 3-point shooting contest, who is winning and how many are you making out of 25?
Do we really want to do this?
I like my chances.
I like my chances.
I like my chances.
I like my chances.
How about that?
We should do it. I will say this. I probably need a couple. Haven't shot a three in maybe 25 years or so. I might need to practice for a day or so because there could be balls.
But you like your chances,
sailing,
though.
But I like my chances.
No, I guess I've shot within the last 5 years because I take Alex over to the park all the time when he was trying to make the Southeast team. So I did. I don't know. I'm not a very good shooter anymore.
There's a follow-up from Kelly in terms of it says, where's your sweet spot? Top of the key, the wing, or the baseline?
Baseline.
Let's
so when
do
you
this,
hit the baseline shot, that's back in our day where the net would and whip up and stay on the rim.
I can see you doing that.
Blow the whistle. Have to get the ball, throw it there. Have someone go up, grab the net.
Okay, one at a time. Right now, if we had to go to the park, or no, let's say in a gym in a closed environment. And shot 25 threes, one at a time, how many would you make, Bill?
Right now, without any practice.
No practice.
I think I can get 7.
Jeez.
Someone says you'd make 8 and you'd win with 8 on the text.
8 would
side.
win. Oh, yeah, 8 would win it. Yeah. I think I can get 7 or 8.
I think 5.
I do.
I think I can make 5.
I'm going to go with 9 for myself.
Jake called himself the winner.
I
think we need to get ourselves some
Listen,
balls.
all three of us said we're going to
Let's
win.
just make this up like we did with the riding the Amtrak to Des Moines or doing the golf tournament. We go ahead and say we're going to do it.
He one-upped you.
He did.
Well, everybody said Sip said he was going to win.
Nine's pretty good. Nine's pretty good.
That's pretty
Not
good.
that good.
It's pretty good.
8 or 9. I don't
It'd
know.
be fun to do. It really would be.
Okay, last question here. Who would finish? This is from Eric. Eric says, okay, who would finish last of us three in mini putt-putt for 18 holes?
Mini putt-putt.
Let's give you a battle.
I got to tell you, I suck at mini putt. I'm bad at it. I'm not good.
No, now Jake will tell you my short game's good. I
would hang in there. I'd be honest with you, I think Jake would. I think we'd rattle him.
There's a good chance.
I think we'd rattle him a little bit. And we're the
He's
one
hard to rattle.
But we understand, like, hey, listen, the windmill's going, like that. Hey, you got to be able to miss the. You and me, Simple. That's our wheelhouse.
You play mind games on me.
We know how to triple bank a shot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And that's not Jake. He's not. That's not. So I think it'd probably be. I think Jake would.
There's a good chance I finish last in putt-putt.
He's easy to rattle.
Yes, and then things are going. I'm dying. I'm in agony. I'm watching myself die.
That's only yeah, that's happened a couple of times, hasn't it?
Yes.
I think the Dolphins game against the Chiefs, same thing. Like it was like watching yourself die because they never had a chance in that game. So
you don't overreact at all.
Oh, never have my whole life. Very calm.
No overreact.
Always calm at all times. That is the mailbag sponsored by our friends at Double Eagle Golf. Get a tee time at doubleeagle.golf today. When we come back, top of the hour. I want to shout out something in Central Nebraska.
Central.
We got to give a shout out to Central Nebraska for something. We'll get back to football after that.
I can't wait.
Okay? All right. That's next at Early Break of the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Fuhrer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Jake Sorensen here for The Body Shop. My wife is nearing her due date with our first child and has been in need of a good massage as her body continues to change and adapt. Dennis and the team at The Body Shop were incredible with the prenatal massage that she's still talking about today. I was also able to get a deep tissue massage, so it was a great bonding experience and a unique couples massage in general. If you're in need of stress relief, book a massage today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line, here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine, but it will be breezy again. We'll see an afternoon high around 54. Tonight, better skies with a continued breeze, and overnight low around 30. And tomorrow, we'll see more sunshine with less wind and slightly warmer temperatures, afternoon high around 58. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
I think about all the infrastructure that got built up behind the scenes by Coach Osborne, that Coach Solich took over, and then some of that infrastructure was eroded. Matt Rule still has to prove this, but I think Matt Rule's style is that, yeah, he'd like the infrastructure in place, but I think Matt Rule has the personality to do everything in his power to bend it to the way he wants it.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, now open at 70th and Pioneers in the Stone Building, which Sip probably still has not seen yet.
It's like like you said, it's like you're in Montana. You're banking in Montana. That's what
How's
it
that
feels
sound?
like. Yeah. How's that? You feel Kevin Costner might ride up in a horse. Yes.
The governor.
The governor.
That's right. And, you know, who else? The governor is like Steve Schindler. He seems like a governor. He's the man. He's the man in charge, and he's always got stuff going on.
Oh, God, yesterday, what was he? Oh, yeah, what was it yesterday? Oh, he was concerned about the banking, his employees that's staying at work too much.
Too long. They enjoy it too much. They made him punch a time clock now to make sure and get them out of there and keep their home life. And
keep the home fires burning.
Keep the home fires
there we
burning.
go. Ronnie Millsap. Thank you.
Yes. 4-ball tires on my pickup truck.
No credit on my
credit card.
It's a bad day.
He had a bad day. Didn't bother him.
He's in a bad patch.
I'll tell you one thing. Would you not? But how much fun would it be to be around you? Because he wasn't bummed out either.
Yeah,
no.
No, he's going home and gets some.
All right. Come on.
Oh, my God.
The home fires are
You
burning.
guys are horrible. You're horrible.
No, we're not. You're horrible.
You just said it.
All right, go. What's going on in
What does Shin Daddy got today?
Well, here's the thing. Steve's doing things a little different. And he's got the approval of the state, which is great.
Does he?
So he is going to be running driver's ed courses throughout the town, and everything is boots on the ground. None of this stuff about written tests or anything like that. He wants to take it to the street. We're going to get in the car. We're going to do some driving. See, and he dubs you when you're done if you get a license or not. That's simple. There's not a bunch of, well, okay, there's a turning lane that's yellow. Like, nope, he's taking you out and he's wheeling around. So he's got his clipboard. He loads up with his clipboard, gets in there. It's a yes or a no if you get a license. A yes or a no. And he gets, he does. He lets you race around town, lets you drive. Like everything
Out on
now.
the highway?
All over the place. He lets you speed a little bit too. See if you can handle it.
Give it some gas.
Yeah,
Come on.
Give it some gas. Go
Don't
through
be
some
scared.
curves at high speed. See if you're ready for it. So it's boots on the ground. So he will be doing today.
Driver's test?
Today and tomorrow, he'll be doing driver's education, and he will be the one that can announce if you get a license or not.
It's kind of a long day for
It's a long day for us right there. You can come in at age 14.
Start the process.
Start the process. Because, if you live out in the country and get yourself your school permit.
Yeah.
How many can you do in one day, you think?
But he thinks he can get through about 14 to 18.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But he has a special clipboard. Boom. It's just a yes or a no. That's it. And there's no feedback either. Well, why did I not pass? Come back tomorrow and see how it works. Do better.
Every day there's something kind of crazy.
So Shindy's doing that. I tell you what, and if you grew up in a small town, It was so much fun for the learner permit kids that drove in so they could drive to school, 14 years old. And immediately, if there wasn't a practice something going on, immediately after school, you would all pile into that car.
Absolutely.
And you would drive around, and then the policeman would be like, he'd give you one of these, like, enough, go home, enough. You had to get out, and that was it. But imagine, think about this when you're 14 years old, that someone's just driving a giant pickup into town. It was like, learner's permit. And you couldn't wait to ride around with it. And they could drive in for games and different things. So after a game, immediately in with, imagine that for safety. Well, who's driving around? The 14-year-old, and you're all piled in there. God, that was better times.
It was so bad.
Seems wonderfully safe.
If anybody from the text line remembers the learner's permit.
They might still do that.
Oh, they still do, I'm sure.
They might.
But it was a big deal to drive into town. That was a big thing. After school, you always knew they were, hey, Doug Johnson's coming in. Yeah, he's 14. He's already got a car.
We have a question. Gravel roads or not today?
What's that?
Gravel roads today?
They'll drive on gravel.
Roads,
Absolutely. They'll drive on gravel. They start on gravel in the parking lot. Yeah, but
that's imperative.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be doing
That's right.
Also, he'll teach you also how to drive with just your wrist, so that you can kind of give the one finger wave, so you can just steer with your wrist.
That's part of the first.
That's part of the first day, how to drive with the wrist, and then also when you're driving behind, someone's out walking their dog, when to lay on the horn to kind of scare them. It's fun. So there's a lot of little things that you're not ready for.
Or somebody's in their backswing.
Yeah, in their backswing. Like I would always wait when I go by
what's wrong with
on
you?
84th Street. There's on 84th Street. Is it Highmark, I believe?
Yeah,
right there.
Newmark. Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the
Newmark.
south side of town.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't go that direction.
Yes. Oh, there's a hole there. I think it's a par 4, I believe. Right. I wait for it. If they're there, I hit the horn. And Seward, if you drive by the Seward Country Club, there's a hole right there. I lay on the horn, right in the backswing. God, I love that. He's going to teach you all that while you can drive with your wrist. Just steer with your wrist. Just one wrist up here. You can still give that little wave. Teach other people how to do that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a text from Elizabeth, my wife. She said I had a permit at 14 years old too. So she was the 14-year-old.
She was the one driving
She
in.
lives in the farm
right now.
Yeah. She's with child.
She was raising rabbits.
That's correct. She was raising rabbits.
Wait a second. Stop. Your wife raised rabbits?
She did.
Competitive.
That's
competitive rabbit racing.
That is accurate.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
CRR.
No, wait a second. Competitive rabbits, like racing rabbits?
No, more like show rabbits.
Show,
not racing.
She went down.
Show rabbits.
I told her we had a Bugs, our rabbit.
Yep.
She goes, oh my. She headed right down there, reached in, boom, pulled Bugs out. Bugs was like 30 pounds. She just reached down, grabbed a hold of Bugs, pulled him right.
She knows how to take.
And then she's like, well, this, what kind of rabbit is it? She knew exactly what. Oh, this is so and so.
Yep.
We need to talk off air about something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
About
rabbit stuff.
Okay,
Yeah,
rabbits.
that's-
Okay.
All right, we'll talk
Anyway.
off air then.
I did not
Big
know.
day for Steve out there.
Steve Shindaddy getting it done.
If you see a kid driving with just a wrist, it's okay. He's teaching him how to do it.
It's
Shindy's
part
gonna
of the
be in-
process here.
And he'll be in the front seat.
He'll be in the
driver's
front seat. Yeah. And he doesn't do. Remember the old drivers? That car had a brake.
Yep.
And the other side had a brake to help stop. No, we're not doing that.
Brake freaked me out.
Yeah, brake.
We'll just trust you on this
Let's
one.
trust
Come
you
on.
on that one.
It's a trust factor here. So thanks to Midwest Bank and Steve Schindler for sponsoring hour 2 of Early Break. 464-5685. Call or text as always. We'll get to a Nebraska ball story here in a second. I want to give a quick shout out though to Central Nebraska.
Okay.
I saw this story yesterday. It just blew my mind. We know that this is a very passionate fan base, right? All the way through the state.
Mm-hmm.
Very passionate.
For sure.
They're going to have the spring volleyball match on Saturday, May 4th in Kearney.
Okay,
There's about 5,400 capacity.
What's the
arena.
venue?
The Heartland Center, I believe, out there. I don't know. Figure that out for me, please. But there's footage of people in line at midnight. The tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. yesterday.
Did you have to purchase them
in person?
In
There's
person.
no
I love
online
that.
buy. You have
I
to
love
be
that.
at the place. This place, ticket place.
Was
to
there a
purchase.
limit on what you could purchase?
I don't know that for sure, but I do know that there was people lined up at midnight, and at 3 or 4 a.m. there was a very long line in Kearney to buy these tickets. They sold out 5,400 tickets in 46 minutes. Because you can't buy them online. Sorry, you have to buy them in person, no website, in person purchasing. So shout out to the people of Central Nebraska and whoever went out there. They're playing Denver. They're going to play Denver. University of Denver is who they're playing in the spring match on May 4th. But 46 minutes, they sold out all those tickets in.
That's
and people
remarkable.
in line
If you're the
at
first
midnight.
guy, I'll take 5,400. I have the cash right here. Cash.
Sorry, everybody.
Then you walk out, and the second guy walks up. I'll take 2. We're out. We're out.
That is extraordinary.
It is.
And I don't know, like you could say, well, of course
it's an exhibition.
Yeah.
It's an exhibition.
I mean, it's more than just the fact that they're successful. It's more than that. I think there's a respect level for the head coach, and what he's done with that program. But also it all goes all the way back to Pettit. When he started the program, he galvanized the entire state behind that sport. And you've seen it in recent years, but there's just such a strong base.
The max was 4 tickets per person, apparently.
Okay.
Thank you to a breaker saying that. 4 tickets per person. Still, people online at 3 a.m.
It would have been extraordinary if, I'm sure they probably had an idea it was going to be like this, if some of the team or someone could have been out there.
Yeah.
Could have been there when they were coming, because that's extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I mean, it really
Send
is.
a couple of players out there.
I mean, that's just incredible.
It is.
And talk about recruiting.
Oh,
imagine that. You thought, okay, so we're recruiting you against Texas. What's their spring game like? Here's what we have.
Sold out.
People are waiting to get in.
Sold out.
And they would have sold it out. They'd have sold the Bob out too. They would have. They'd have sold it out.
Yeah, probably. So that's
They would have, but it's cool that they're going out to
it's way better where they're going with it. Absolutely better.
Yeah, what a volleyball state.
So I just thought that was a great story. Shout out to Central Nebraska for showing up,
Okay.
getting in line at midnight, and selling out those tickets in 45 minutes. There was a story also for Nebraska basketball. Another player in the portal.
Who's that?
Matar Diop. D-I-O-P. Not Diop, but Diop is how you say that last name. That's now the sixth player in the transfer portal on top of Tominaga and Alec graduating. 8 players from this past season that will not be with Nebraska basketball next year. We don't know any sort of additions yet. We know that Fred's after players, but there's nobody officially committed to Nebraska yet from this week after all these subtractions.
This is a fascinating period to me. There's no way I envisioned what's going on. I did not. I did not envision this level of attrition. And I'm not losing my mind. There's fans losing their minds, though. If you read like the mentions on Robin Washitz, which I could do here in a second, there's some people losing their minds. And I got to say, I didn't anticipate this many guys leaving. Now, you would say some of them are predictable, but I would say Jamarcus Lawrence wasn't predictable. Eli Rice wasn't predictable. There's reasons probably, and they're probably legit, but having this many scholarships open,
the story's fascinating.
It's fascinating.
And also, it's fascinating. I would bet if you went across, I just wonder, like right now, has anybody looked at what's Iowa have going on?
Well, I think
they lost a couple. They've lost 3 or 4 guys.
I just wonder. It's just very common.
Yeah,
and several didn't play at all. And but there's really only 2 that grab you. There's only 2.
Jamarcus Lawrence,
and Eli Rice.
Those are the 2 that grab
Chop's
you.
not a huge surprise. He played very limited minutes this year.
I don't know.
And it's interesting. I just believe that's just the way it is now. I don't think there's a whole lot of, hey, listen, just FYI, NIL money, it's not there for you.
They're going to recruit.
The NIL money is going to go to whoever's coming in new. That's what it's going to be.
It's a very strange world we're in. That's all I'm saying.
When the team jogs out, it'll look quite different.
Yeah, and I didn't
obviously
anticipate
8 to 10 new players.
Yep. Again,
and I'm just going to tell you, it's super hard to keep hitting. It's very hard out of the portal.
Because that's what you got to do.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
At least now with basketball, they're getting a chance. Fred is right now to go actually meet and vet these players. In the portal, a lot of times in college football, you have like 12 hours to get them.
Mm-hmm.
It goes very quickly.
Couple things.
You know nothing about them. Basically,
we're jumping around a little bit, but I just saw this. This is the world's wild to me right now. Musselman Eric, the Arkansas coach, interviewing at USC. Why is Musselman leaving Arkansas?
He had success at Nevada before that on the West Coast.
Answer my question.
I don't know why. I mean, they had a bad year. They didn't have a great year this year, but he's had a good run at Arkansas.
That's kind of one of those classics of, hey, you better get the job.
See, this is what I want to get at. I'm going to get at some of the fan base reaction to all these players leaving. It's not necessarily rational. Now, it never is on Twitter, or seldom on Twitter, right? Robbins mentions at the news that Matar is leaving. At what point do we start panicking?
Keep going. This is great.
Are there any players left? Shouldn't a coach making $4 million be able to keep players?
There's no overreactions on Twitter or X. None.
Not a great look for your new boss who wants retention, who has even left. This is not these are all separate. This is not about NIL. This is about Fred. I could care that certain athletes don't feel welcomed. Wait until the mass exodus happens in football. What? I mean, it's just there's a
cesspool.
It's overreaction. It's overreaction. Trust Fred or something seriously wrong. These are just fans on Robbins' mentions. It's interesting. I don't react like that, but college basketball is in a weird spot. I am going to say that it's weird. And anybody who tries to sell to me that it's good, it's hard for me to buy.
The development part is not there.
It's not.
Right now, do you like NC State? Are they fun to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. All seven of the 7 of the play, they're all transfers. Every one of them transferred in. Everyone. And right now, be imagine going to those guys. Don't get transfers. Stay with, develop them. You're like, we're in the Final Four.
Yeah, and people don't seem to mind, so I don't want to make a big deal about it. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the old guy shaking my fist at the clouds. It's just a very odd time,
It's still odd. There's no, it'll be odd to me forever. It won't be odd to the 20-year-olds right now.
No.
30 years from now. Be like, this is just how it was. That's what they grew up in. We didn't grow up in that.
Right.
We didn't grow up.
That's the way to look at it. That's the way to look at it.
And then also that was one of the.
That's the way to look at it.
I mean, there's still. I mean, Angel Reese is a transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Came from Maryland, I believe.
Right? Yeah. You can't on one hand Sipple complain about it and then say, "Hey, Fred's got to go to the portal and get some good guys," and he did. I mean, he did already. Rink and Alec. Those are good guys.
One comment caught me though. One comment caught me of like. Bad look for the new AD. He wants retention. He just left a place after 4 months. So I don't think he's really
good response.
Okay, but my point is, it's like, hang on now.
Right.
Yeah, hang on a second. So somebody else felt they had also a better thing. They wanted to go closer to home or whatever it is.
The interesting thing to me is a guy like Fred, and you can. Fred's. He's 49. No, he's 50. He's 50, maybe 51. He grew up in a world.
He looks good.
Yeah, he does.
Very fit.
Yeah, he's 51, and he grew up in a world that wasn't like this. And this is not easy.
No,
that's not easy.
I'm telling you, when you're trying to hit. So right now, he's like, we got to bring 4 to 5 in that are really good. We have a base of players, and we also don't know what might have happened to them. You're like one player away from. There could be a meltdown.
One player away. If it's Mast, Gary, or Bryce Williams. If one of those leaves now,
there's a meltdown.
On the radio, we start melting down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, who's staying?
Yeah.
This was a good team.
I don't want to think about that.
I don't know. Also, if one of those 3 left, I don't think you hold the other 2.
That's the glue right there.
I mean, if we're just being very honest right now we're down to 1 away from meltdown.
1 away from meltdown. We're still fans hang in there. Yeah. No meltdown.
Yeah.
LeBlanc will handle it. Dennis LeBlanc will get this taken care of.
There was 2 more things out of the portal that were of interest yesterday. LeBron James' son is going in the portal from USC.
Maybe Nebraska could get on Bronny.
I don't know if you want that. That's a lot of attention.
A lot of drama.
I'm going to go on. I'm going on record that he does not play at Nebraska next year.
Hang on. Hang on. Whoa. Hang on. It's not.
What?
We lost it.
No. Presented as news.
Bill, you had some breaking news for us.
Breaking news. I'm going on record that Bronny James does not come to Lincoln, Nebraska.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
I'm going on record.
It's out there.
I'm out there. I'll stand corrected. But I'm making a bold statement right now.
Wouldn't it be something though if LeBron was routinely taking?
What if he's listening to the
private
show?
Jets into
he's chiming into the show.
All of a sudden, LeBron
talking about Bronny. About Bronny's game.
It'd be nice to hear from him.
Routinely flying into Duncan.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yes.
And the Duncan Aviation.
Come sit down with us in the morning. Come on in here,
Probably
LeBron.
Would.
We go out and pick him up. That'd be fun.
The other
we'd have to swim, pick him up.
We could. The other portal news.
Where's swim at? It's Picking up LeBron.
He's got LeBron.
There was an odd story. If you remember, Michi Johnson was at Ohio State last year, went to South Carolina. He's going back to Ohio State again.
Of course he is.
He was the best player on South Carolina in their breakout year. He's averaging 15 points a game. He's going back to Ohio State a year after leaving them.
Also, remember I talked about how Proctor going back to Alabama screamed that everyone's liking the new head coach. That also says because the assistant coach who got moved up at Ohio State was on staff when he was there. So he must love the guy. Also, there was probably some conversation when they were figuring out who's going to be the new head coach at Ohio State. And he's like, hey, hire me. I can get Michi back from South Carolina.
Diebler.
Because right now, when players go, I mean, Montana State coach left and went to Utah State.
Correct.
Utah State didn't have 1 point returning. Not one person who scored a point the year before. They won the Mountain West because he brought 2 or 3 from Montana State. Right now, that's one of the conversations is you can coach. Who can you bring with you right now? Who's jumping on board right now? Who's gonna come with you? And that's the interesting part.
Man, I'll tell you what. That Minnesota, the Gophers. Jake, you got to help me with this. They've lost a bunch of players, including 2 bigs. Farrell Payne is in the portal.
Yes, he is.
And another big. He's got a hyphen, Jake. Olive.
Does that make him taller?
No. Oh, it's Josh Ola Joseph.
He played this year.
Yeah, those 2 guys are in the portal. Minnesota's getting ravaged, by the way.
Yeah, well, again, there's like 1,100 players in the portal right now, so that's why calm down a little bit, Nebraska fans.
Right.
These guys all need a place to go, and there's great players in the portal.
Jake, that was very reasonable.
So I understand why you're freaking out because these are guys that helped you make your first tournament in 10 years. I understand that, but there's a lot of guys out there that could help you get back.
Josh Ola Joseph and Farrell Payne are. If I'm Fred, I'm trying to get one of those guys. Those guys bang. They are bangers in the middle. They are. I'm trying to get one of them, if not both.
Maybe he is.
I guarantee.
Also, I mentioned Cliff Amore from Rutgers is in the portal. You want that guy?
Yes.
He's rebounding machine.
Absolutely.
Good scorer.
Do you want him?
Yeah, I want Cliff Amore. That'd be awesome if he came to Nebraska.
Yeah. It's just the world I don't like, but that's where the world we're in, and you just got to deal with it.
You're just going to see there's 2 things that come up in where college basketball is making a dramatic change. One is the cycle in Kentucky leaned heavy on it. The one and done, get the best 5 stars are going. They're going to the NBA 1 year at that. It's not working.
It's not working
because they're playing against 23-year-olds in the tournament in different places. It's not working.
Nope.
Because now people are sticking around longer. That's a plus for
getting
the game.
Paid.
That's a plus. But we have to turn your roster over every year, and you got to go out and say we got to get 5 more, and they got to be really good, and they got to fit. We have to have because the talk all the talent you want, and there is a very viable base of talent at Nebraska. What got it done for them was their chemistry.
It did.
Their chemistry was huge. There wasn't. How many times do you read about issues?
No, you didn't.
But also, everybody knew their role. Everyone got along. You saw it. I saw it on the bench. It was a great job by Fred. That you know how hard that is.
Well, this is what I was going to ask you. You're a coach. You did this for 30 years. You've done it for 30 years. How do you recruit chemistry? Is it just luck?
No, it's not. First of all, it's like, okay, you can. There's a history when you do the. And if you get into one of those situations, which we've all done, and I've done it too, I'll fix him. I'll get it right. I'll talk to him. No chance. Doesn't work. You can change somebody about 10%. There's always going to be a story like, well, actually, we did kind of fix that one.
Yeah.
The number of reverse busts are unlimited. Yeah. The number of times we've been told like this, okay, we're taking a chance here. We're taking a chance here, and it doesn't work out. It really doesn't work out generally in the chemistry part. It's usually work ethic and competitive spirit. They don't have the competitive spirit. They still try to get them ready to play on game day. Then everybody that's there in practice is like, really? This is the guy we're going with on game day?
Yeah.
That on Tuesday wants nothing to do with this game.
Shows up to practice, shows up all the time. Shoes untied, late.
Yeah, all the things.
Yeah.
Did you, real quick, that was amazing when they're talking about NC State run, which has been incredible. When they interviewed Burns after the game.
The big man.
They're like, what is going on? Google it. Like, what's going on? I don't know. We're just all kind of showing up on time and coming to meetings like we're supposed to. So that's what he said. And right away, I'm going like, oh man, what was going on before this? Yeah, we all decided to start showing up.
Yeah.
Started
working.
Yeah, started working.
Tournament time.
We started playing defense. Then all of a sudden, I told the other guys, hey, we're having a meeting at 10. Let's all be there. All right. He said it on an interview. Now, I enjoy that guy so much. He smiles. He's not there. You don't see the frown. He's just just smiling, playing basketball, throwing up runners off the glass.
He's the man. DJ Burns.
So
Boy, come back.
him.
Bill's Thrills, an early break.
I didn't know we're doing that.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in April. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Facing criminal charges is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we believe in treating every person with respect, compassion, and understanding. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. To learn more, call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you are hungry this morning, looking for a breakfast, Heavenly Waffles in the house. Bob and Kathy here. They're having regular waffles, also banana pancakes today.
Bananarama.
Banana pancakes and Heavenly Waffles, courtesy of Bob and Kathy here.
It's not devil waffles.
They're Heavenly Waffles.
Heavenly Waffles.
Yeah. 8 to 11 a.m. Stop on by for breakfast or late.
Game
or
changer.
brunch.
How many deviled eggs did you guys have on Easter?
I sadly had none, and that's really sad for me.
6.
I would have had about 5 to 6 if I had eggs around.
With the paprika.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Are you
so
okay
good.
with the paprika?
Oh, yeah.
Okay with it. You want it.
Tina was bringing him over. She goes, what do you want? I go, paprika. I go, absolutely.
So you put 6 down.
6 down.
I think I had 4.
Yeah.
Jake, what?
I know, this is sad. I went out to
No
a
deviled
buffet.
eggs?
I went to a buffet.
Oh,
They
jeez.
didn't even have deviled eggs.
Huh. That's a staple for
We
you.
never, ever go out for Easter, but it was 3 people. It was me, Elizabeth, and my mom. Everyone else was out of town or busy. My dad was doing tax stuff. He couldn't be there. So
He's doing
we're
taxes.
going to make a meal for 3 people. We're just going to go out.
Remember, his dad doesn't eat before noon. He doesn't eat carbs, and he enjoys a warm glass of a mug of hot water with salt in it.
It's about right.
True. Yeah, that's what he told me at the diaper keg.
Yeah, but he has coffee at 10 a.m. He's up
10
at
a.m.
1 a.m. now.
He's up
all day.
at 1 a.m.
Wait a second. Well, stop.
Yeah.
He has a mug of water with salt in it?
Yes.
That's good for you.
Yes.
That's energy.
Yes,
It is.
That's he goes. There's no like when a Powerade. I'll just have a hot mug of water and a teaspoon of salt.
With salt.
I don't know how he
It's
does it.
energy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I've heard that's good energy drink in the morning.
Yeah,
doesn't sound tasty
low
to
carb.
me, but
Does everything, works out. Now he's probably weighs 174 pounds.
I think less than that. Probably.
Yeah, he's in great shape. Incredible shape.
He looks
First
younger
thing
than us.
First thing I said to him, I said, I don't think you really have to worry about the carb thing. I think you're okay.
We tell him that all the time too. But it's his own routine.
So it's just you, Elizabeth, and your mom.
That's right.
Just
Yeah.
Her side of the family's in Florida or something like that, and then it was just us 3.
Yeah,
so we
they're
went out to
farmers.
eat.
They got a lot of money.
No,
Yeah, I got a lot of
Hey,
cash.
Kevin was on the farm. He was working.
Was he?
He didn't.
Who's Kevin?
That's her dad, Elizabeth's father,
Oh,
Kevin. He stuck around Crofton and was working.
Nice.
Everyone else went
Nice.
to Florida
On Easter.
On
On
Easter.
Easter.
So,
What if he had
but
any
sadly,
deviled eggs?
no deviled eggs for me. This is.
Where'd you guys go for brunch?
We went to a place called the Metal Grill. It's at 56th and Highway 2.
The Metal Grill. I never even heard of it.
It used to be in Hickman. It moved it to the old Parthenon place, right by it was Chevy's Fresh Mix. And then it was the Cactus right next to that at 56th and Highway 2.
I couldn't get there right now. If I drove, I couldn't find it.
I'd take you
56
there.
and Highway 2. I still
Google
can't
Maps.
figure it out. I still can't
It was
figure it out.
good. It was good. Metal Grill was great. Wonderful.
But
spread there.
anyone there next year, have some deviled eggs
Yep. That
Yeah.
needs to happen.
with paprika.
It is time, without further ado, for Bill's Thrills. Let's get to it on a Wednesday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is
we
it gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes. Bill's Thrills is sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors. Always call or text 402-7. I can't even hear myself. 730-7387.
We hear you.
This headset is killing me right now.
We've had headset issues. We're going to have to.
402-730-7387. I can hear myself now. This thing is driving me
We
absolutely
got to get
crazy
Missing
over
Tooth
here.
Greg down here. He'll take a look at it.
I can hear now.
Missing Tooth Greg.
We'll take a look at this stuff.
He
He'll
could probably
He'll
figure.
delve into it.
Yeah,
He'll
He's an
delve
expert
into
on
it.
headphones and stuff. everything.
You've dealt.
What
with
about Vince from Napa? Would he know anything about
Maybe.
fixing headsets? Vince, if you're out there, text in.
Missing Tooth Craig has a strange knowledge about everything. So yeah, he would figure it out.
Well, today is.
Come on, let's
is
get to it.
Is it Them's Fighting Words Wednesday? Bill?
Them's fighting words again.
Okay.
Thank you. I remember also Scott said that with those guys, you can just text in and he will text you back his picks.
Scott Miller.
No, this is Scott Moore. Scott Moore.
Scott Miller's running
Scott
for governor.
Miller is the
or mayor.
governor and the mayor of Lincoln. He runs Lincoln Industries.
Who is this Scott Moore?
Scott Moore.
Mid-Plains Advisors.
Mid-Plains Advisors, which we've talked about over 40 times on the show.
Dirk Troutman,
yes,
Scott Moore,
yeah,
and Ty Steinkooler. That's your guys.
They're the
Dirk,
cash
Scott,
cows.
Ty.
They're the ATMs.
Yes.
It's like a lot to remember.
It's a lot. It is a lot to remember like that. We're going to go with them's fighting words. I feel strong about this, and we'll see where it lies with the people, with the listeners.
Flip, Jake. He flipped.
I like the flip. That was
Here's
good.
my fighting words. You got time. You have time. Someone says that, I'm fighting it. Fighting them every time. Arguments on.
What are you talking about? Why?
Why is what that? You don't have time. Stop it. So tired of hearing that. Oh, you have time. It'll all work out like that. We have time. No, you're not. You're missing everything. Stop with that. Vacations, fishing, mentoring, visiting, calling, writing, helping. You don't have time. The time will kill you. Every time you think that you have time, you don't have time. You do not have time. Also, you always think, oh, yeah, this is going to be one thing. Oh, yeah, we got time. Think about the people you're going, oh, I wish I would have got a hold of them before they passed. Yep. I wish I'd have taken them on that vacation before we had a chance. And this came up. Yep. The number of times that you'll say,
this is regrets.
We got time.
You're getting into regrets
we
right
have
now.
time. And it's going to be regrets. And there's nothing worse in the world than regrets. That's the only thing that bothers you.
Absolutely.
It eats at you.
That's the worst thing that can happen. But I hear it all the time. We got time. We have time. You don't have time. I used to always tell my players all the time, be like, hey, no, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? No, it wasn't, Coach. Yeah, with it worked a little bit harder, it got done a lot faster.
Oh, I like that. That's great.
It's true. They would have done a lot faster.
All due respect to the Romans.
The Romans, like they could have got some things done a little faster. Wasn't built in a day. How about working a little harder? Try that one out. The
interesting.
I'm so big on that. It's like, you know what? We'll just push the vacation back. We'll go see the grandparents at whatever. Well, if we don't catch them on Easter, we'll get them this summer.
Oh, I'm the king of this.
Then all of a sudden something comes up, and you don't get it back. And the number of times you'll just sit there and you'll shake your head like, what in the world was I doing?
This is hitting home to a lot of people.
Thinking about this.
Jake,
you don't have time. Every time you say it, you're saying the wrong thing. It should be like that.
No, we got time.
We have time. It'll haunt you every single time. Right. You have time. You look back and go, see, we had so much time. Nope.
It's a tough thing. Time is tough because everybody's busy, and it seems like everybody's busier now. So it's easier to play that card than ever, probably.
Yeah, and also the connection's easier. You have easier connection. We kind of say, well, I text him, I talk to him more often. Back at our time, so we went to college. I'd go a month without talking to my parents.
Yeah,
I'd be like going, or you'd meet the collect,
or longer,
Like, they'd be like, going, how's Bill doing? I think okay.
Yeah,
that'd be it. Now, if you don't talk to him 3 times a day, it's like, what's going on?
What's wrong?
Yeah,
something's wrong.
Think about the times that you've missed out on things.
Yeah,
where you thought you had time, and especially in life. Especially in life, when you think all of a sudden it's like and this is like human error of all of a sudden someone's gone.
Yeah,
and it's like we had time. No, you don't. No, you don't. Didn't have that time.
Too.
Things happen in a hurry. They jump on you.
Yeah.
Anything with you, Jake?
Yes, I've got some texts over here.
Yeah.
From the
text line?
Yeah, I do. I've got some response here, but yeah, I'm with you. Time. Yeah, you never have enough time.
Yeah. No,
never do.
Yeah. Now you're going to be with child.
I know.
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
So you're going to push things back. You're going to push things back.
I know.
Those
crazy. Just remember, every time someone says that, don't worry about it. We got time. We got time. Fight them. Fight them.
I like
prove it. Yes. You don't.
Yeah.
Fight back.
You're going to have to watch those crazy texts now.
Yeah.
I'll keep reading.
I'll still respond. Don't worry. From the text line, Bird in Columbus. We already said Bird, so I can't yell that. Bird in Columbus says 100 when things slow down. Guess what? They don't.
They don't slow down. Thank you, Bird. They don't slow down.
They don't.
So we'll be fine. We got time.
They really don't
slow down. Nothing slows down.
No, it's a tough situation.
I'm putting stuff off. Probably. I do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
I got to fix myself.
You're busy.
I'm talking to myself.
Right.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to everybody. Right. Talking to myself. I'm pulling the thumb.
Sanderson says Bill is dead on. All I have to say is heart attack. Technically died. Do not wait.
Right.
Do not wait. Yeah, we're lucky to have Sanderson here with us.
We are.
Yeah.
Sanderson technically
he's got
died.
great hair, but yeah, that didn't help him in this one. Thank you, Sanderson.
So he technically died.
Yeah.
Kent says took my 80-year-old parents to Belize last month. You have to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
If you can't.
To Belize. That'd be a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can pull that one.
That's a lot, but Kent doing very well financially.
Yes. Bo Lever says, my mother-in-law recovered from cancer, and we are going with her to the Alaskan cruise she wanted to do before it happened.
Thank you.
But that,
Imagine doesn't make it to the cruise. It's all she wanted to do.
Yep.
That was it. Just wanted to do the cruise.
Interesting world.
And then also you get to a certain age too with grandparents. Like sometimes if I want to take my parents to Belize right now, it'd be hard.
Yep.
It'd be a lot. There'd be a lot to it. They're my dad's almost 89.
Yeah, I mean my dad, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
OG Les says, I told my wife we had time for a honeymoon when we got married. That was 2017. Still, no honeymoon.
No
that
honeymoon.
hurts.
See? We got time.
That
we just got
hurts.
married. We're young.
Yeah.
You don't have time.
No, the world, and I'm telling you, more than ever, that's the case. It seems like.
And you might have helped somebody. Last one. DW says, this is going to make me take my dad to St. Louis to watch the Cardinals for his birthday.
Just
Thank
do
you.
it. Just do it. Even if you don't have time, do it. Just do
I
it.
think what you don't have time, what you don't have time for is the stupid stuff, but the human element. That's where time comes in. All of a sudden, you want to build something, you want to do something, wherever it is. It just goes on and on and on.
You never have time.
And I'm saying it gets said almost daily by almost everybody. We got time.
No, we got time.
We got time. We're good. We're
It's a
good. We're
coping
fine.
mechanism.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Thank
You're
you.
good at
true,
those.
though.
You're good
Yes.
at coping. Hello.
Lot of
No,
coping.
that is beautiful, Bill. I'm serious.
Fighting words.
That
Fighting words.
is them's fighting words. That's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Please call them at 402-730-7387 or stop by just north of 27th and Old Cheney.
So reviewing past fighting words. One was, it's just a dog.
Just a dog.
That's fighting words.
I can't hardly remember them now. I'm trying to draw a blank.
Jake, what's another one? The dog one was, I'll always remember.
That was stood out the most, I think.
Yeah.
What was my
Just
next
dog.
one? I thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah, the
Can't remember them now.
I know.
What
The weeks go
we
fast.
have to go back on Wednesdays.
We don't have time.
Josh,
The
go
weeks
back
go
to
fast.
Wednesdays. We'll have to figure that out. But
No, it's just a dog.
just a dog.
That's
we got
fighting.
time.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
We
right.
got time.
I like that. I almost like it as good as bugaboos. I like bugaboos the best.
Oh, not my job was another one. That's
Yes,
not my
oh, yes,
job.
not my
Not
job. That's a major one. Not my job. I'll tell you
I've
one
done
thing.
that
Just a
I'll tell
game.
you one thing. Yesterday, when I was at Brainerd East Butler, everybody was there was no not my job. Everybody was like, no, it's our job to have the school up and running at the finest
Teachers?
level. Yes, teachers, administrators, everyone worked in the front office. Oh, they were so kind. And there wasn't one person was like, that's not my job. Nope, they were all doing it. Great job.
Dave said also that it's just a game. Was that one you had too? It's just a game.
It's just a game. That was another one. Yeah,
Fighting
that's no big deal. It's just a game. Oh, really? Because it changed about 30 lives.
Yep.
That's what happened with this
that
game.
one drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's just a game.
Come on, Sip. It's just a game.
Thank you to the Breakers for the memories. They did a good job
Thank you.
remembering.
Thank
That means
you.
it stood out.
appreciate that.
It means something to them.
You know what? Because they want to fight you.
They do.
They want to fight about injustice. We're fighting against injustice.
Yes.
We're
Yes,
like
we do.
We're like a Marvel's movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Can we do a movie, the three of us?
Please, if they pay us.
If they pay us, we'd like to.
We can make it happen. We can make it happen.
It's just someone following us around with the camera.
That would be bizarre.
wild. Got a little weird.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. A chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Now, we mentioned to start off this hour that I was giving Central Nebraska a shout out.
Yes.
Because of the volleyball match on the scrimmage on May 4th. So it's a wild card Wednesday. How about Husker football players of the past from Central Nebraska? I will give you the player. You tell me what town they're from in Central Nebraska.
Defining Central Nebraska, first of all, is pretty interesting.
Not
But all
Omaha.
right.
It's not Lincoln. And it's not Scotts Bluff. That's Western Nebraska.
That where it's at North Platte.
I'm giving you, you can determine where the cutoff is.
Essentially, where's the cut? Is it Ogallala?
I feel good about all these towns being
Is it Llewellyn?
described as Central Nebraska. 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Nick Down Sip in trivia. 1-1, your record on the week today. Again, Huskers of the past from Central Nebraska.
You don't know what Central means.
Yeah, it's a very. I feel like it is loose. I feel pretty good about all of these towns, cities being in Central Nebraska.
Okay.
It's a very unique question.
It is.
Very Wednesday.
That's it. It is
very Wednesday.
Open to interpretation.
We have Alex. Alex, how do you feel about Huskers of the past from my version of Central Nebraska?
Alex Grinch from is it Wisconsin?
Yes.
Well, I'm from Central Nebraska, so let's do it.
Oh boy, this is it. Give us the exact location, Alex.
St. Paul.
St. Paul.
St. Paul. If that were, I met her in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh God,
what a great song.
St. Paul, I think, is the home of Dorothy Lynch. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, see, boom, there we go. First question to you, Alex. Bill's a lifeline for one question for Sip. Alex, what Central Nebraska town is former Husker lineman Chris Dishman from?
Layup.
We
got it, Alex.
Say that again.
Red Cloud.
Red Cloud is saying.
Take it, it's a layup.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dish.
You have it for sure.
He's from Kozak. Brilliant.
He is a haymaker, as is Jerry Crick from Kozan.
Oh,
Also,
so no Crick today.
Brendan Holbein.
3. How about that? 1-0 lead.
Yeah.
1-0 lead for you, Sip. First question, Bills in play. What Central Nebraska town was former Husker and Minnesota Vikings Hall of Fame center Mick Tingelhoff from?
I've got a guess if you want.
Yeah, I think I know. Okay, wait. Let me just hold on. Let me close my eyes.
Just confused me a little bit. The town I think is not. Is it on the cusp of Central?
I'm not going to say that
because it doesn't
I would
feel like the
describe
town.
it as Central Nebraska.
To me, it's not Central.
It can definitely be seen as Central Nebraska.
Go ahead, Phil. I'm going to write it down.
5 seconds.
I might have to use Bill on that. How sure are you?
I'm not real sure because of the location. I thought I had it.
I thought
I
he
feel
was
comfortable saying this is Central Nebraska.
I think he's from Grand Island.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
I think I know the answer.
Don't say it. Do you want that one, Alex?
I knew it wasn't Grand Island.
Did you?
I knew that.
Alex, do you want that?
No, I'm going to pass.
Is it Wahoo? No, it was Lexington.
Okay.
Lexington. All right. Is that Central Nebraska, Lexington?
A little bit out there.
It's towards west.
It's pushing the envelope.
Should have known he's a Hall of Fame.
Yes.
All right, back to you for the tie, down 1-0, Alex. What Central Nebraska town is former Husker linebacker Scott Shanley from? Come on.
St. Edward.
Brilliant.
St. Edward is correct. Also, the home of Big Iron is at St. Edward. Big Iron auction, yeah.
Yes. Drove by it the other day. They have a meat locker inside their grocery store.
Big Iron.
Yeah.
So we're in a scrap right now.
We're a little upside down.
And Bill is in play there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 1-1 tie for the win, Sip. Last question. What Central Nebraska town is former Husker offensive lineman Zach Sterup from?
I know it.
I don't know it. So
Oh, okay. Then we're good. Yeah, we're 100%. We're going to win this game. It's from Hastings.
Brilliant. He is from Hastings, Nebraska, the home of Kool-Aid. All these things from Hastings, Nebraska. That's where Kool-Aid started out with, is Hastings. So,
got it.
Alex, we'll get you a bagel and coffee. Thanks for calling in and calling down the road.
All right. Thanks, kids.
Thank you, Alex.
So,
God, from St. Paul. Thank you.
Tiebreaker for Bill here.
Okay.
Okay, Sam Cooke of Seward, but born in York, leads all Nebraska-born players all time in most NFL games played.
Oh.
How many games did Sam Cooke play in?
Do some math.
Doing some math.
I think he might be able to hit this
Hang on, I'm doing mathematics.
on his phone.
Yes.
Calculator. Phone calculator.
And I was going to guess it. 164.
Tip over under that.
I gotta think it's over that.
How about 256?
Yeah.
Mick Tingelhoff second at 240. You know that Austin Eckler was born in Lincoln, Nebraska? He was born in Lincoln?
I can't say I knew that.
He was born several. I mean, you go to like this. There's a football reference website that shows where people were born, and there's some incredible players I had no idea were born in this state.
I did not know.
Austin Eckler, now a Commander, former Charger, born in Lincoln.
Good running back.
But there we go.
Jake, that was a good game.
Thank you.
That's a good game. I like
Shout
that.
out to Central Nebraska, as always, for what they do. Come on. Those are all, I think, pretty accurate towns.
Yeah, I think
you're fine.
Thank
you were fine.
I was skeptical.
When we come back to Spill Over, we got Bob. He's got waffles and pancakes
Nice
for
job
us.
on the Hastings. That was really good. That's what won it for us. So.
Next, an early break in the ticket.
Journal.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Weedman Lawn Care, the term care in our name is more than part of our title. It's the heart of our company culture. If we don't care and support our team members, how can we expect them to care for you and your lawn? As evidenced by Weedman's 5-star reviews online, we consistently show our sincere care for our customers' needs. And we absolutely care for the communities we serve by donating to local schools, baseball fields, food banks, and the Ronald McDonald House. Go to weedman.com now. Our caring culture will give your family the lawn it deserves.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Hi, folks. Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and the Chevrolet and GMC Truck Month is now underway. We've got huge savings in Louisville. Get $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months on select models. Yes, you heard right. That's $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months happening right now at Coppell. So take that short money saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit. Stock number G214773.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons: football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney. Or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com. See you there.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Thursday, April 4th, versus the Columbus Fury at CHI Health Center in Omaha. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 6 p.m. with first serve at 7. Make sure to tune in to the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the Spillover with Raf and AD, sponsored today by our friends at First Rate Ag in Holdridge. They're a full-service ag retailer offering everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer, around for 25 years. Please call 308-995-8327 or go to firstrateag.com and ask for Parker or Chris. Mention the ticket for a discount. Gentlemen, we are lucky. 2 days in a row. Yesterday, you guys helped provide for Matt Ney. Chef Matt Ney brought in some incredible food.
Yes, Matt Ney.
Scrambled eggs with just a ton of good stuff on them.
You
It was
didn't get any of that
delightful.
stuff?
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Oh, man.
There was a cash browns in there, too, I believe.
Matt Ney is a chef.
Yeah.
N-E-H-E is how you spell Ney. N-E-H-E.
And he's available to the people.
Yes, he
Yes,
is.
he is.
Chefmatinee.com.
Serious cook.
And today,
Chef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chef Matt Ney. And today, so back-to-back days, we got Matt Ney yesterday, and today we got Heavenly Waffles. And Sip, you just absolutely plowed through that waffle and 2 banana pancakes also.
Yeah, they were mini pancakes, so don't. But they're excellent, Bob. Those guys are real chefs.
Yeah.
And it's clear that they're real chefs.
Yeah.
You know,
They're not just dabbling.
No.
There's no dabbling.
I like to dabble.
They're artists. They're artists.
You
with
either
food.
do it or you don't. And they do it.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, Matt Ney, it was eggs, and I don't know. Sometimes with chefs, you don't even know what you're eating, and you don't even mind because it tastes so good. I wasn't sure what was on those eggs.
I don't think he really did either. He's like, I just started making something. And then they just hit your taste palate, and you're just like, oh my gosh, these are amazing.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Well, look at Raf's shirt, by the way. Heavenly Waffles. He's donning the Heavenly
Wait a
Waffles.
second, that's what that shirt is?
Yeah, that's their logo.
My waffle.
Yeah, you're a big
He's-
waffle.
Big waffle. I'm a waffler.
We got Big Swim and the Big Waffle.
I don't think I've ever waffled much in my life. Though. I'm pretty direct.
You're a big waffle.
Sip is quick on it. I'm going to call him Sippy Witty. Sippy Witty.
That's a nickname.
He goes, that's a big waffle.
Big old waffle.
Big swim, big waffle.
It's always big something.
I don't really waffle that
Do you
much.
not draft? You waffle.
No, I'm pretty direct.
Yeah, you are. I would say you are.
Yeah.
If you ask you a question, you don't waffle.
Yeah, I say what I usually say what I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just got a text. I got a text from Trip at Computer Hardware.
Wait a second.
He says, how late are the pancakes and waffles going today?
11.
I'm glad you asked. 8 to 11. So they are officially serving right now. They'll be serving all the way till 11 o'clock right here at 1040 O Street, 11th and O. Come get a coffee from the mill. Get yourself some banana pancakes and a waffle. That's a good morning right there.
Hey, Trip, my red-bearded brother, go ahead and bring me down a free iPad while you're coming.
I don't ask for much.
Hook a brother
Free
up, man.
iPad here.
It could be a
brother
Hook a brother up. It can be prefurbished. Hook a brother up.
Take it. Any furbishing will take
Should
it.
bring some friends down.
I'll just take a spicy bean burrito.
From Taco Inn next door, yeah. So all sorts of food there.
Trip is good people, man.
It's serious. I mean, if you want to come down here, it'd be a good thing to do. The food's excellent and the coffee's excellent.
Yes, it is.
Just Jake, will you be around or will you be back in the
I'll be
office
here.
area?
No, I'll be here
Will
today.
you say hi to the people?
Yeah, I like saying hi to the people. I like to greet people when they're here. Thank them for being here.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
You're good about that.
I try to do the best I can. I try. Before we get out of here, I just want to give a quick reminder that we mentioned this earlier in the show, but Nebraska now has 6 transfers in the portal. Mater Jop is the latest one yesterday. Jamarcus Lawrence 2 days ago. Matar Jop, yesterday. So 6 in the portal, 2 graduating, Tominaga and Josiah Alec. 8.
And Boogie Coleman's gone too.
And Boogie Coleman. So 9. So 9 players from this year's tournament team, the first tournament team in 10 years, are gone.
AD loves this transfer portal. That's the thing.
You're a big fan.
He's a big fan of this time.
Loves
in
it.
College sports.
If I was, I don't want to diminish anybody's sales, but don't get attached. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't get attached. It's a year-to-year contract. Do not get attached, and that's football. That's all sports. And Nebraska's not the only one. I mean,
No.
If you're on Twitter, if you look at the transfer portal, I mean, it's just like it's literally like
look at Minnesota right now.
Oh my God,
Minnesota seemingly has momentum, and this is why I don't understand it. I guess Minnesota seemingly has momentum as a basketball program for the first time in a while.
Yeah,
Ben Johnson got them going.
Yep,
they're pretty good. They're getting ravaged. I mean, I think it's 6 the last time I saw.
Yeah.
Well, Nebraska has 6 also.
Yeah. I mean, it's
and
look
it's
at Minnesota.
everywhere.
Pretty much everywhere. It's a lot of places, yeah.
It reminds me of the NBA when they have the NBA college when they're like, all right, you can take 3 months to go out and see if you're good enough for the NBA. Don't sign with an agent. You can come back to college or whatever. So part of me wonders if any of it's that where maybe Coach Hoiberg's sitting down with them and saying, hey, go out, look elsewhere. If you can't find me, maybe we'll take you back. Maybe we won't. It's transfer portal. It's a wild time.
It is, man.
It is. It's not. It's Alabama. If you look at Alabama's roster right now, the team that's going to, play in the national semifinals, it's a redone roster.
Yeah, it is
from last year.
It is.
So that's just the world we're in. And Nebraska fans, we're reading some responses to Matar
Jop
leaving on Robin Washett's Twitter feed.
He does a great job, by the way, your colleague.
Oh, he does.
Robin does a great job.
And there's a lot of, people freaking out. And I would go with what AD says. Don't. This is what it is.
The center we got, Scott, for football?
Yeah, Ben Scott.
Ben Scott. He was at Arizona.
Right.
Arizona State. Well, I can go on and on. And it's like you can't have it both ways. No,
you can't.
Some of the key players we have. Okay, one of the best ones we have was a game changer. Plays for the Bucks now.
Yep.
Tell me that guy. Played receiver.
Yep.
He was our deep threat.
Yep.
Trey Palmer.
Exactly. There's no TP if there's not the portal.
Right. Trey transfer portal.
Absolutely.
Samari from Montana.
Wow.
Look at this with Breaker. Big.
We can go on and on as far as the number of guys that came in and came out, and he's just. Folks, I know it's unsettling because everybody's still getting acclimated and get used to this.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is this you don't have to like it because I don't like it, but I've accepted it.
It's helped out for Nebraska in instances, yeah.
The thing I always do, I almost can't help myself as an old man. How is it good for the game and how is it good for the players? I don't think it is either way.
No.
The text line will jump me and say, old man, listen to old man Sipple. But I don't see that why is it good? Sell me on why is it good?
It's going to be a hard sell other than just to say it's the way it is. It's kind of like that song. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Bruce Hornsby?
Yeah, it's Hornsby.
And the key is now you just can't get left behind. You've got to adjust.
You have to embrace it.
And Ralph, to your point, you can dig your heels in all you want.
Yeah,
We're not going.
I don't like this.
Look at Dabo Swinney right now.
Yeah.
I think he's going to eventually come around and be like,
better
okay,
embrace it, my friend.
This is the way it is.
I bet you Fred, my guess is, I don't know Fred personally, but I know enough about him. I bet he doesn't like it.
Oh, heck no.
I don't think there's many people
coaches that do like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, you think about this, you guys. Literally every year, you have to rebuild your roster. And sometimes, 2/3 of it.
Or more.
And sometimes you have no control of it.
None.
I'm sure there's been a lot of players that have great connections with their coaches, with support staff and all that, but it comes down to it. Hey, my family, I have a better financial package elsewhere. I've got to go here. And
it's fascinating.
Or they go someplace not even close to their family. They just want a different scenery.
They do it on a whim almost.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
the option.
There's all different reasons, and some of them will make sense and some of them won't.
No.
Come on down for Heavenly Waffles until 11 o'clock, 1040 O Street. By the way, quick plug before we get out of here. this is for someone on YouTube. This is female KC Royals fan from Nebraska. Yes, you will have the Royals will be heard today.
Yeah.
On our station, 12:05 first pitch at Baltimore. Our regular shows will also be on the stream, so we cannot air Royals game on the stream, only on the FM. So we will have all of our normal shows throughout the afternoon. But Royals baseball, KC Royals baseball on 93.7 today, starting at 12:05. Please tune in against the Orioles. They're trying to get the series victory there.
Catch all your Kansas City sports while you can. They'll only be there for another 5 years.
That's right. That's it for us. The Drive with Raf, AD, and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
That's a major.
Accused of a crime is your freedom at stake. At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused,